Huh?
Oh, they're too high? You're too high?
Is it down?
Yeah.
All right, should be live.
Okay. Rhode Island artist right there, Swifty, unreleased. When is it dropping? I have no idea, and I'm not gonna tell you. Cool ambition.
Baby, you already know. When I walk through the door, want your pennies on the floor. Legs behind your head, baby, yeah, your body a fold. Ass stick ain't letting it go. Niggas hate when I get in that mode. Niggas losing, ain't got nothing to show. Now she walk in the room, nothing on but nigga, then she touching her toes. And my bitch, she shake ass like a pro, baby, what you rock on the pole? Where you jiggle, where you shaking all that ass, baby, I'm taking you home. What you tryna do when we get back? Cause I'm tryna crack, hit it from the front, hit it from the back. Tryna take it to the next level, baby, push it to the max. I'ma put that pussy in a chokehold, baby, tryna put that belt straight to ass. I'ma go raw. Favorite position is from the back door. You get what you want, don't ask no questions. Baby, you already know. Tell me what you wanna know. Coolest nigga in my city, yeah, I let it snow. If you actin' right, a couple bands, I'ma fuck a good shit, will never live, nigga. Bitches on my body, baby, yeah, already know. I'ma fuck you up. We gon' switch positions till the sun up. After we done kissing, baby, I need more. I can't get enough of your body, I need more. Baby, I need more. Baby, you already know.
Yes, sir.
When I walk through the door, want your pennies on the floor. Legs behind your head, baby, yeah, your body a fold. Ass stick ain't letting it go. Niggas hate when I get in that mode.
Club Ambition podcast. I can't hear myself. I can't hear myself. The mic's good. Everyone.
Yeah, you number 2?
Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Nah.
I think I'm hear yourself?
I can hear him.
Mic check.
How about now?
Right. Yeah, there. Mic check. There we go.
So you're number 4 then.
Okay. We are here live every week. Club Ambition podcast, Cap, episode 207. We had a bonus episode that dropped earlier today. A politician locally announced here in our city that they're running for mayor. Check that out. David Morales, episode 206. Gave you guys a bonus episode today. Check that out. A full conversation, raw conversation. 206. We spoke about a lot of topics with David Morales.
I think you gotta turn up Mike's mic.
The mic's
Yeah,
up.
You gotta what?
I think you gotta turn up his mic.
Oh, mic's low?
They're all the same level.
Okay. Is the OBS level, put it at 0. Is it fully at 0? Put it all the way up at 0. Even if it looks like it's spiking, leave it. Because, like, on the stream.
Yeah, it's 0 decibels. Yeah.
Okay,
wait,
bet. All right, perfect. Let us know, though. We are here. If this is your first time on a live stream, we live stream every single week. Club Mission Podcast, the live stream chat. You guys are the Cap crew. The Cap crew. So let us know how we sound, how we look. Share an opinion, give a take, give a donation, support us independently over here, covering news, and it's entertaining you guys, doing a little bit of everything. You know, we might strip tease later for the right amount of dollars. We don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen today. From Rhode Island to the world, I'm Victor Baez, the weekly host. We got co-host extraordinaire Noel here in the building, fresh off the Fenway game. He was at the Fenway game. He took the designated hitter position.
I was right next to Aaron Judge. I called him a fat bum.
They said that you looked like David Ortiz. They're like Big Papi. No, it's not Big
was
Papi.
there.
It's Noel. It's not Big Papi.
He was there.
You know, they called you Small Papi.
He was having a party.
Medium Papi. We got another Papi over here. We got Marloon, another co-host and executive producer right there.
What's good, guys? What's
Extraordinaire.
good? I'm here again.
In the building. Shout out to our sponsor, right? Episode brought to you by our sponsor. That's right. The Mother Earth Wellness Dispensary out of Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Use our promo code at checkout, online and in person, Ambition10 for 10% off your entire purchase at checkout. 10% off. Ambition. Bless you.
Hello.
Thank you.
Ambition10 for the promo code. Check it out. Make sure to support that. Shout out to the 02908 zip code event that's happening this Saturday. Shout out to them. They sponsored the podcast last week. Saturday food festival that they're doing. Make sure to check it out if you're in Rhode Island and you want to check out a brand new food festival that supports the small businesses and the actual restaurants in that area of 02908. Make sure to check them out. That's right. The Merchants Collective 02908 event happening. Let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start. Should we start? I'll let y'all decide, the guys. Should we start with Drake or should we start serious with Charlie Kirk's death? What do you guys think?
I say let's start serious.
Start serious?
Yeah.
All right, we can start serious.
Yeah, we could start
It's a
soon.
messed up topic, so I would like to get it out the way.
Yo,
Okay.
Paul, the Red Sox are trash. Your dreams are trash.
Damn.
But let's do it. One of the craziest stories in the history of politics, in the history of our generation, is this what just happened last week, right? Charlie Kirk, confirmed to be dead at 31 years old. He was killed on a college campus, Utah Valley University. Shot. A sniper from a distance, I think about 200 yards away. They shot him in the neck, and the suspect was caught. His name is Tyler Robinson, 22 years old. And the final words that Charlie Kirk said on camera were captured right here. It was an exchange between a debater. For those who don't know, Charlie Kirk is a right-wing activist, very popular, very influential. Probably, in my opinion, I think that he's the number one. Unfortunately, obviously, for those who support him, he passed away, so we have to say was. But I think it's still going to keep him at number one, this stuff. We're going to get into that, though. But the number one influential Republican, right-wing conservative podcaster, analyst, however you want to name him or phrase him, he was number one to me. Like, his numbers were insane, right? His following was extremely huge. People don't understand that. If you look into it now and you weren't up on, his information or stats, you'll be highly impressed. Like, it was crazy. So he would go to universities and actually debate students, and the clips would go viral all the time. Like, millions and millions of views, insane, right? He was probably, the number one guy in that world now. There was a lot of people who've done it before him, the Crowders, etc. But this man, what he's done, right, actually creating a tour with this, is like consistently doing it. And irony, he was killed at an actual debate. And he was debating, I think it was the second student that went up to speak to him, and the student asked him, do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years? His name was Hunter Kozak. And then Kirk said, too many. And then Hunter responded, 5. Do you know how many mass shooters there has been in America over the last 10 years? Charlie Kirk asked him, counting or not counting gang violence? And a couple seconds later, as he's talking about shooting at a school, this man gets shot at a school. He gets shot in the neck, and he leaves behind, I believe, 2 children, a wife, and this has continued to become one of the most debated topics on the internet, one of the most controversial internet reactions from accounts, a lot of conspiracy theories now as well. A lot of celebrity reactions. Later, towards the end of the podcast, we're going to talk about some local news, and there's like a locals topic with this because there was a teacher now that I believe was placed on leave because of their reaction to Charlie Kirk's or their social media posts. So people's jobs are being affected by this, right? And this is something that, for me, immediately when I saw it, it fucked me up. Why? Because we cover news independently. We are nowhere near a level of a Charlie Kirk, but still, this man was doing content. He's a content creator. He was out there in the field. And while he was doing what he was doing, he was killed. Literally killed in front of everybody. The person that killed him, it comes out that, I guess, and Noel probably has some info on this if you've been researching this over the weekend, Noel, but the Tyler Robinson kid, he was a 22-year-old kid. The information that I remember was that his father specifically was like a 27-year-old police officer, 27-year-old veteran police officer, right? And his parents, both of them were registered Republicans. They voted for Trump.
Yeah.
Tyler was seen on a Facebook post dressed up as Trump for Halloween, but kind of like the inflatable Trumps. So it could be taken as mocking or as being Trump. It could be either or. I saw initially that basically he was neutral or like he didn't vote or something like that. So people were like, oh, he's not any party. Because at first everyone thought, and you guys probably saw it, the viral video of this old white man. There was an old white man that was getting arrested.
Yeah.
So everyone thought it was this old white man, and people were like, oh my God, who's this old white man, etc. It's usually a white, young adult male that's behind school shootings, right? That's typically what it is. That's what we see all the time in America. Charlie Kirk, the shooter, again, they did more research. There was videos of him leaving the premises. He had an American flag T-shirt with an eagle. Then another video of a neighborhood nearby where he was walking with a limp, and it seemed like I guess he had the gun and the rifle in his pants. All right. Fast forward, now there was updates of his father turning him to the police after his father saw images on the internet, and his friend confirming the situation because there was Discord messages between him and his friend, and he basically was talking to his friend about how he was hiding the rifle or how he needed to hide the rifle, et cetera, right? And on the bullets, to make it even crazier, on the bullets, if anybody had any idea of, oh, did he just kill him for fun? Did he not like Kirk? He definitely didn't like him because he wrote on the bullets basically anti-fascist phrases. One of them specifically that stood out to me was "Ciao Bella, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao," which was a chant from Italy back in the day, anti-Nazi, anti-fascism protest anthem from Italy, and he wrote that on one of the bullets. There was 3 bullets that he didn't shoot that he wrote on as well. Basically, he was ready to at least shoot 4 because he had written on 4 of them. I think one of them was the one that hit.
The one that hit was hey, if you're reading this, you're gay.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
That wasn't the one that hit?
It was like
that was one of the 3 that wasn't shot.
It was like a phrase that,
it was,
for lack of better terms, it was just less. It was the less quotable phrase.
Because I know one of them.
It was something about "Hey, catch this" or some shit like that.
If it was "Hey, catch this," fascist, I think that one was the one that didn't get shot. Because I know one of them was the arrows, and it was from that video game. Fuck, I played it too.
Yeah, so one of them said up arrow, right arrow, 3 down arrow symbols, and they said that was the eagle.
Yeah.
It was from as a code from the video game Helldivers.
Helldivers.
You guys
2.
ever played Helldivers 2?
Yeah, I have played Helldivers 2.
It's one of the codes from Helldivers 2.
Good ass game.
So he was trolling Charlie Kirk in the bullets, literally. That's one of the engravings of the one that I believe didn't go in him. Another one that said, "Hey, fascist, catch." Right? And then the Bella Ciao one. The one I believe that hit Charlie Kirk was the one that says, notices, OWO, what's this? Notices bulge. OWO is like that thing that they use, like a text emoji, emote that young kids use. Kind of like says like, ooh, like ow, or like a face. I forgot how to break it down, but the young kids know. But it's basically a lot of trolling that he was doing in these bullets, which shows you his motive and which shows you his intention, and obviously his stance. You can it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that this man did not believe in what Charlie Kirk stood for, what Charlie Kirk actually promoted every single day of his life. Now, there's multiple angles about this. First, let's tackle that idea of this. In my opinion, I was not in agreement with a lot of the stuff that Charlie Kirk stood for and believed in, right? A lot of people want to argue he did not have empathy, which he didn't. He would say he didn't have empathy for certain things, specifically death in certain occasions, and he just wasn't that type of person, right? And, if you were to die, Charlie Kirk wouldn't give a fuck about you, right? That's the energy that people were saying. So it's like, so I shouldn't give a fuck about him. Me personally, in my life, that's not how I carry myself. My closest friends near me know that I'm always the anti-conflict type of person. I would never feel that type of energy. I wouldn't wish death upon my worst enemy. Why would I want to meet someone? If you say someone's horrible, etc., and they wouldn't do that, etc., but why would I want to meet them at their level? Doesn't that make you worse than that person, right? If I just want to be, cheering and applauding the death, that's how I look at it. That especially just as a father, maybe it hit me differently because his daughters, at least one of them was there in front when
they debunked it.
They debunked it. So his daughter wasn't there.
None of them were there. I thought so too.
Not even his wife.
That's what they're saying. None of them saw it.
Okay. Hopefully they didn't, because that's like traumatic for life.
Because I saw it this morning. Someone said.
Obviously they see it. Search it up to research it just in case, because we're definitely gonna have a lot of, you know what I'm saying, all types of people watching this and trying to argue the facts.
No, yeah, someone just tried to say the bullet thing was debunked. It wasn't. The Washington Journal posted it.
That the parents, that the kids.
Bullets said what they said. No, someone was in the chat like it didn't say the fascist part of the bullets. It just yes, it did. It was confirmed by the governor. I had to make sure.
Okay, so it did. My thing is this. That's how I feel. But it's weird where we live in a day and age on social media where two things happen. One thing is that people are scared to say how the fuck they feel. Another thing is that everyone wants to just be on the right side of things. Like there's one side, like there's only one right side to things. Two things can be true. Three things, 500 things can be true. There's different angles to things. Like everything doesn't have to be one dimensional. This man was an asshole, in my opinion. He was very good at what the fuck he did, though. And he was a business genius with what he was doing. And the way that he was able to just keep growing his fan base, and he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. I disagreed with probably 99% of the shit he was always saying. But I would always observe him from a distance. Like, I'll watch people all the time that I don't agree with, because that's the point. You're supposed to consume, in my opinion, a bit of everything to get a balance and to understand life, because not everybody thinks like you. But for me to applaud and cheer his death just doesn't sit right with me, because I wouldn't want to do that with anybody. Like, I don't feel, that's not who I am as a person, and I'm not going to be forced by the internet to make me want to be that way as a person. That's not who I am. But I will say this. I do understand those who maybe are from, let's say, a certain community that he spoke ill upon. Maybe if you're from Islam, if you are gay, even if you're a black woman, right? His viral comments about black women specifically. Even if you are those people specifically, Michelle Obama, etc., then it's like, okay, you're probably going to approach it differently because it directs you directly. They're talking about you in that certain way, But me just personally, I'll speak for myself. That's not how I felt. Even instantly, even a week now removed, I don't feel that way. Like, I still feel like at the same time, it's hypocritical for us to, if you disagree with him, I would say it's hypocritical for you to applaud his death, because him dying to me doesn't help your case if you're against him. It only elevates his case, because now he's a martyr by definition, right? He becomes this person who now his followers now cherish and applaud. Today, the Vice President of America, J.D. Vance, continued the Charlie Kirk show. He was the host of the Charlie Kirk show today, the Vice President of America, right? On paper, internationally in the world, anybody looks at that, they're like, damn, what the fuck? This Charlie Kirk guy must have been important. Like, if you never heard of him, you're like, damn, what the hell? That's without knowing anything that he stands for. So the fact that his influence was that big, it's like this man, his followers and supporters, they're not gonna let him die in vain, right? He's gonna keep on living. And his wife put a video. I don't know if you guys saw the video that went viral of his wife, where she was like, his wife was like recording his body. It was kind of creepy, but it's like everyone reacts to trauma differently, and whatever, that's his wife. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. God bless. But it was like a video of his body, his dead body, I believe, at the casket. I don't think she showed his face, but it was like she was like emotional and like, yeah, we're gonna, they think that they're stopping this type of energy. Like he's gonna live on. We got like, I'm gonna keep going. And I think Ben Shapiro doubled down now, saying that he's gonna continue doing the university college debates.
He said that?
And he's gonna like take on the energy that Kirk was doing, right? I see
They
now.
don't have to do shit in bulletproof cases.
I think that the debates are gonna be banned at every university. I think it's gonna be that we're gonna get that announcement soon. Because I think it's best case scenario, because at this point it's like, this is too risky. It's unsafe. You can wear a bulletproof vest. You can have 20 bodyguards, but if you have a sniper that's experienced at a top building and they're shooting you in the neck, unless you're wearing a turtleneck with bulletproof casing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and at that point, it's like, what's the point of this? If we're just here at defense all the time, you don't feel like you're in a welcoming type of community. When you say anything in the world, when you put things out into the world, I do believe in energy, though. I think the power of the tongue is very, very true. And it's very, very real. What I mean by that is like, if you say something, right? If you say certain things, there's going to be a lot of reactions to what you're saying, meaning that you're going to get the lack of empathy and the lack of sympathy on the social media. I'm not surprised by any of it. I'm not surprised by any of it. Do I think that he deserved to die though? No, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. I would not go that far because it's just. I feel like we're going to a different level now when we do that because now we're gonna normalize that because then we're gonna say, what's next? Are we gonna encourage the death of other people like him? The Ben Shapiro's, the Crowders, the Trumps, the Trump Juniors. We shouldn't want that. We shouldn't, because on the other side, what if they disliked and that's the thing, because who's the Democratic example of like a Charlie Kirk but Democratic version? There's really not. Really.
AOC.
AOC? Okay, AOC.
There's also
Hassan?
Hassan is one of them.
Hassan, because I know Hassan right now is facing backlash with Trump. Not Trump, Elon.
Elon, because he made a joke about killing a U.S. senator.
Yeah. And then Elon's tagging Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Talking about looking to Hassan, get him banned from Twitch or something.
Yeah, the guy would be. He's not
not as big as a Charlie Kirk, but he still is huge.
The guy from the Young Turks, the main.
Oh,
dude.
Cenk.
Yeah.
Cenk. Yeah. If it happened the other way around.
There's also that white kid from TikTok.
Yes.
Guy's name.
Yeah, he came out and he was.
Even he said he didn't fuck with that shit.
Yeah, but my thing, he went too far with it. I wouldn't do. That's another thing. Everyone to each their own. I wouldn't go as far as that famous TikToker, Democratic kid, the white kid who said like, and if you disagree with me or whatever, I don't need your support or whatever the case may be. Like he was coming at his supporters or fans that like, you're not a fan of mine. If you disagree with that, you're not a fan of mine. I personally wouldn't go that far because especially as instant reactions, people are gonna feel how they're gonna feel. If you can believe whatever you want to believe, and if you want to be a fan and supporter personally of mine, so be it. If you don't want to be, I'm not gonna be policing and telling people, hey, don't follow me, etc., because you do this and that. I personally believe in that way, and I think he got backlash because of that. Because he made another video. I think he made like 2 videos following up after that.
A lot of people did.
Yeah, but everyone's kind of backtracking. Everyone's kind of revisiting statements, especially because Trump said that he's investigating, that he already has investigations on a lot of people that said things reacting to Charlie Kirk's death. I think an MSNBC host got fired already. So it's just like I'm telling you here locally, it's affecting local politics.
Wow,
or local life. The teacher got what's it called?
The teacher got fired?
Not fired. What's that term when they temporary firing?
No, they got paid leave.
Put on leave or something like that. The teacher, yeah, because of their comments, yeah.
Yeah, there goes freedom of speech.
So, yeah. What's been your reaction to all this, Noel?
I have 3 things.
Yeah.
First one is, I've noticed a lot of people, like a lot of people on the left, a lot of major journalists, see Mark Lamont Hill too, like they've all been kind of waiting for the profile of the shooter to come out. Because obviously the first reaction was, oh, this is a leftist who did this. That's what a lot of people on the right said. I personally do not believe this person was like the stereotypical leftist. When we say the word leftist, people on the right have a perception of what like other people are saying. We're not saying leftist like the weird white person on like Blue Sky who fucking has what's it called? What is it called? The Ukraine flag as in their name. Like that, or like the Biden progressive, the Kamala, not the Biden progressive, the Biden Democrat, the Kamala Democrat. That's not the leftist that I usually call leftist. Leftist for me is more like, it's like the Bernie people, the ones that are a little more fringe. So I get like people are like, oh, he has to be a Biden or a Kamala Democrat and a Biden Democrat versus a Bernie or AOC. And then beyond that is like the anarchist. Those are all different types of people. When y'all just say leftist, y'all are very confusing. We don't know what you're talking about because there's like layers to this. There's like different variations of it. So I don't think it was like a Biden Kamala Democrat that shot Carly Kirk. There's no place on earth that could happen. I don't think it was a Bernie or AOC Democrat because they're mad bitch, respectfully. Like, they're not really about it like that. I believe it was an anarchist. I believe it was like the fringest of the fringe. And the reason why I believe that is because of the wording he was using. Like the anti-fascism, Antifa, that group, they're a part of that as well. They're the anti-fascist, the anarchist group. These type of individuals have a certain language that they use. They have a certain humor. So when I saw everything unfolding and I'm like hearing about the bullet casings, I'm like, oh, this is like an anti-fascist. Like this is an anarchist. This is a certain brand of this side of the ideology. And I'm like, okay, I know who did. Like I already have an understanding of what your profile is. You probably hate Biden. You probably hate Kamala. You probably kind of sympathize with Bernie, but you think he's not enough. You are a hardliner to the max. You probably got radicalized in college because the fact that his parents were Republican, but he suddenly believes in fascism and like he's calling Charlie Kirk a fascist. Like that's such an ideological shift. There was definitely brainwashing that happened by a very fringe group of individuals. He's probably on like very sketchy and shady Reddit threads and like basically just blogs with a bunch of other people ranting about their dissatisfaction with the way that the world is. They're essentially like the opposite of the extreme right. Like those people, like the Epstein, like hardliner, get all these people out of my country group.
Mm-hmm.
The opposite of that would be the anti-fascist, the anarchist. So when I'm watching it, I'm like, this isn't a reflection of the left. This is just a crazy person. Cool. I already know the profile. I ain't got to wait for more information. A conservative will never use the word fascist. They don't talk like that. That's not in their vocabulary. That's not a term that has been popularized in politics by the right. It has been popularized by the anti-fascists, who are a subgroup in a very larger, like, leftist ideology. So they're cool. I'm cool on that. I already know what he's like. I don't need niggas on Twitter for the last 3 days debating this shit. I was getting so annoyed. They're like, oh, he's a trans, he loves trans. Or
that there was like a report that he had like a trans roommate or lived with a trans. And it's like, what are we doing here? Like, first of all, the guy was caught.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting, and they're probably gonna do it eventually. Like they're gonna interview him more, interrogate him more. He's alive, unless they kill him or something happens behind the scenes. But he's alive, unless he dies in jail or something.
Didn't they say that they're gonna seek death sentence?
The death penalty.
Yeah,
but death penalty's not right away either. Death penalty's
it takes years.
It takes years if they do the death
20,
penalty.
30 years.
Yeah, it takes a while.
But they might no, they got to give him a fair trial. They're gonna expedite it regardless. But even that, it's Utah, right? Yeah, Utah has the death penalty still. Utah has a sick version of the death penalty. I think they do
like Texas does.
Yeah, because I think they don't do the needle
Injection.
anymore. I think they use a different form of killing people. It's very
God.
sick. Yeah, nah, it's sick as hell over there. But like they were debating that shit. I'm like, bro, I know what he is. He's an anarchist. He's an anti-fascist. That's not Bernie. That's not AOC. That's not Biden. It's not Kamala. It is the most fringe of the fringe. I'm cool. Someone just mentioned Nick Fuentes too. Even if he was a Nick Fuentes supporter, he wouldn't kill Charlie Kirk. Like y'all are like overlapping because y'all don't actually are in these subgroups. You're not in these Reddits. You're not reading what these people are saying. Yes, people like Nick Fuentes hated Charlie Kirk. Like
And
Nick Fuentes
recently has been on like an anti-Trump thing too.
Because Nick Fuentes has been arguing that Trump is a grifter, like Charlie Kirk, and his version of grifting is contributing to the destruction of America because they're doing Israel's bidding and they're allowing illegal immigrants in. That's his narrative. The thing is, even that group wouldn't behave this way towards a conservative person like Charlie Kirk, and they wouldn't use words like calling Charlie Kirk a fascist. They just wouldn't do that. This is the profile of someone that is anti-fascist. So that was my first thing that annoyed me. And I was like, all right, this is getting annoying now. The second thing that bothered me was like obviously the immediate reaction of like, oh, we should celebrate this. I'm with Vic. I don't celebrate political deaths. I think political deaths are fundamentally evil. And I know everyone was saying, Charlie Kirk doesn't have an ideological difference with people. Charlie Kirk actually believes in demoralizing human beings. That's not a difference in beliefs. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. It is.
Yeah.
It's still a difference of beliefs. Even if someone believes that you're inherently inferior, even if someone believes that you don't deserve certain rights, even if someone believes that you shouldn't be able to do certain things,
Even if someone's a racist, a blatant, you could be a blatant racist, and it's just a difference
of beliefs.
of beliefs, because there's people who are racist, like those videos that go viral all the time, like the very racist town. I forgot the most racist town in America, but they literally like their life day to day, their lifestyles religiously being racist.
Yeah. And
It's crazy.
And that's what falls into the category of like, they don't believe you should exist. But again, they're not acting on it. And some people again would argue, well, their policies and the things that they're voting for and the people they're voting for are reflective of that. But I don't believe to the extent that you're claiming it to be. And I think the reality is you can't exterminate them. What are you gonna do? Like we have to have an honest conversation now. I'm tired of this narrative because if you're gonna tell me that this person, this bottle, let's say this bottle's a human being, is fundamentally evil, I have to kill everyone that thinks like this bottle?
Yeah,
that
doesn't make sense to me. That's unhealthy.
Because where does the line get drawn? And this is where I get a little frustrated because, and this is the argument I've always had with academics, a lot of the people who think like this tend to act as if they're like incredibly educated and like well-versed in political situations. Yo, some of the most violent genocides happen at the hands of academics and intelligent people. Mussolini was a socialist. He was the head of the Socialist Party in World War I. Mussolini ended up being one of the major dictators of World War II. Pol Pot, who led the genocide in Cambodia, he studied socialism and communism in Europe before he went back to Cambodia and started an entire genocide off this belief that if he killed educated people and he reverted everyone back to an agricultural society where they were all farmers, he would have a utopian society. He killed people in the hopes of creating a utopia. You can't kill people that think differently from you. Because it doesn't matter if your intentions are good or bad, you're going to lead to some form of dictatorship or just horrible society or some form of genocide. Like that shit is just not morally acceptable. So I don't know what y'all want from us. Yeah. Like niggas on Twitter were making these arguments all week. Oh, this is what you're sympathizing with. This is what you want us to feel bad for. This person who's preaching all these horrible things. And I'm like, so what do you want me to do? You want me to kill him? You want me to arrest him? I don't understand how you people think. And this is where I always get frustrated with people who disagree with the Charlie Kirks, the Ben Shapiros, and the Candace Owens, and the Donald Trumps. If I disagree with someone, this is what I was taught in school. You debate it. Give me your argument. You niggas think we should just agree with you because it's the right thing in your mind. I've saw people on the internet saying I shouldn't have to argue for my humanity. Yes, you do. And it sucks. And it sucks to say that out loud, but then it's the truth. It's been throughout all of human history. Why do you think you're so fucking entitled that you're the only group of human beings that didn't have to argue for why they should exist and live? I'm sorry that life is this terrible, but niggas have to make an argument for why they shouldn't be oppressed. It has always been consistent since the inception of humanity that we have to advocate for us to not do fucked up shit to each other. And there's just this fucking, the thing, and this is what frustrates me with this group, there is such an ego and such a narcissism of like, oh, I'm right. I'm definitely right. So you have to agree with me. Mm-hmm. And if you don't agree with me, you should die. You should be arrested. You shouldn't be allowed in society. No, you need to make a better argument and convince normal people to agree with you. Because they probably do. It's just you're such a dick that no one wants to really agree with you because you think you know everything. And this has been my frustration with this group all these years because I hear how some of you talk to other human beings. And I'm like, bro, I wouldn't want to agree with you even if I did. Because you're sitting here on your moral high horse telling people how to behave, how to act, how to think. And it's like no one wants to hear that for real. Like you need to be more convincing and it sucks, but it's not what you say, it's the approach. That's something I've learned in life. Y'all need a better approach with the way you make arguments for why we should support shit versus telling me, oh, this is so horrible. This is why you should support this. And if you don't, you're a horrible person. What the fuck? Ain't no one listening to you, bro. Yeah. God bless.
Yeah, to me, he definitely was, he was someone that like I said again, I hated a lot of stuff that he would say, disagreed wholeheartedly with him on a lot of things. And I would see the reactions. People have been calling him racist, fascist for years, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Right. He would double down on takes. right? He didn't care what people would say. He would double down on certain things. But I would say he would debate. Like he would go to college campuses and debate, which is something that I feel like it needs to be done more and open dialogue conversations. Even though the ones that would go viral and he would post the most seemed like the ones where he was shitting on the less educated on the topic,
of
on
course.
purpose, because that's what you're gonna paint. That's what you're gonna do, right? Because it's gonna make you look better. So that's how it worked. I would imagine. God bless. The other ones that didn't make the cut. But
and that's kind of my third point, and this is my last thing.
yeah,
Because then there was the other side. My Christian brothers and sisters, because I'm Christian, I wake up, the first thing I do is read my Bible. I'm going to be the first one to tell you this was not a good man. There are no good men, but this man chose to actively not be a good person.
yeah.
This man, I don't care if he preached the gospel. That's never been my provocative. Yo, there's dudes on the street right now preaching the gospel, and they're saying things that no one's listening. They're saying things in a way, because again, it is not what you say, it's how you say it, and it's how you go about it. The way he went about it was terrible. He was a grifter. He used sensationalized statements and comments to arouse frustration and anger on certain topics, and he divided people. That is not how you preach the gospel. This dude was the exact opposite of what you would want for someone who preaches the gospel. And you could tell me, oh, he's preaching the gospel and he's attacking the evil of the world. No, he's not. Don't feed me the slie.
The George Floyd situation, we brought it up in here when he did that. That was like a prime example of like him trying to say that George Floyd's killer should be pardoned by Trump. Trump should let him go. That George Floyd died. He didn't kill George Floyd. A bunch is like, okay, now you are purposely doing this because you know it's gonna get you into the race topics, and then people are gonna it's like race baiting, and then you're gonna be like, I'm not a racist, I'm just looking at the facts. I think that his health and the medical records and this and that is like, no, brother, we all saw the video. The whole world, like, what are we doing here? Now we're just playing semantics, but it works for
his views,
his fame, his views,
yeah,
and thought-provokingness and controversialness. That was his job, and it worked, right? But then what do? You're supposed to question him. For example, Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith debated him on his show about that topic. It was a great conversation that they had. I saw that. I was like, wow, that was a good conversation, because Stephen A. Smith's like, I don't agree with that. Like, why would you say that, this and that? And he was like, oh, this and that. He's like, no, I don't. Blah, blah, blah. He didn't change Stephen A. Smith's opinion, but they still were able to carry the conversation. But it was definitely like things that were just unnecessarily. Like, it felt like he was saying things that were just unnecessarily, and his influence got so big that also at the same time, to me, there's people, for example, Tucker Carlson is an example. When Tucker Carlson was on his very conservative right wing and pushing these type of agendas on Fox News, now when he's been independent, the first thing he was saying after becoming independent was like, yo, I was capping. Like, he admitted to lying and to like propping things up and etc. He still dives into that world, and he does that here and there, but it was not to it's not to the level how he used to when he was on Fox. And I guess it took him years and going through what he went through to like change his opinion on things. And that could have been the case for Charlie Kirk. There could have been 10 years from now a Democratic Charlie Kirk, you know what I'm saying, or a centrist Charlie Kirk. People change their views. To kill someone doesn't make them change their views. The views still exist. His followers still exist. His followers grow. So to applaud his death, like, yes, he should die because I don't agree with his beliefs, it doesn't make sense. It's hypocrisy, because now you are becoming the person that applauds the killer, right? You're applauding the killer. You're trying to make this killer the hero. That's not how it should be, guys. That's not healthy. That's not godlike at all, And at the same time, a lot of the stuff that he would say to me wasn't godlike. The way he would attack religions, I didn't like that shit. When I saw his debates on Christianity and how everyone should be it, and the way he would try to like force it, that's the way to be, and the ideologies, I'm like, nah. It's not healthy. This is not healthy. But I know that a lot of people believe that the way he does.
Yeah. So this is my thing. When you preach, just because someone preaches the gospel does not mean they're a good person. There's no correlation there. George Wallace, who fought against desegregation in the South in the 60s and 50s, literally one of the most famous historical figures in U.S. history, one of them. He was constantly against Martin Luther King. he was a born-again Christian.
Mhm.
He was an active preacher of the gospel, and he weaponized it in a way to push racism and discrimination. By your definition and your logic, Charlie Kirk is a great person because he preached the gospel. So George Wallace was a great person because he preached the gospel. No, that's not how it works. Now, there are no perfect people. There are no great people in this, like a perfect, great human beings in this world. Everyone is flawed. Everyone has their issues. The problem with Charlie Kirk was Charlie Kirk deliberately ignored the foundations of Christianity. And this is where I get frustrated that his followers have been immobilized by the fact that he's died. They're saying that he's going to resurrect. They're hoping he resurrects. They're hoping they use him, that God uses him in a way to show his greatness.
You don't see the videos. There's videos of like these white
Jesus.
men. There's videos of white men. There's videos of white men so mad on TikTok, like they're red, screaming and crying, and they're saying that we're gonna get revenge. Like now, that's it. You guys did it now. Went too far. Now we're gonna avenge his death, right? So if you are on the opposite side of Charlie Kirk's beliefs, does this help you? It doesn't help you, because now it's like you're putting the death only puts a battery in the back of the people that already believed what he's believed in.
He's up 100. He's up another 1 million followers right now on IG.
Wow,
Close to 2 more. Because he was already at like 8. He's at 17. I think he's at 18 now, about to hit 19.
Where was there was like protests overseas? Was it in Korea?
Yeah, no, there was
like the streets of Korea, bro.
They were
thousands of people in Korea.
Mar.
I mean, let's put the screen real quick. Let's see, Korea, Kirk. Was it I guess you could say protest. But I saw a video of this. I was like, is this AI?
No. Yeah, followers. Charlie Kirk was one of the people who truly pushed the grifter conservative movement. I have to admit, he did a really great job at it.
Was it Korea? I think it was right here.
No, it was Korea. It was South Korea. That's Seoul.
Look at this. Look at that. In Korea, bro.
But he
chanting, "We are Charlie Kirk. We
fully
are
believe it.
Charlie Kirk." Look at this. Wow.
Yeah, because conservatism doesn't have a race. This notion that conservatism is this philosophy of like white supremacy only, that's not true. Conservatism can find itself in any person because it is a fundamental belief of old archaic values that benefit only a certain group of people. Obviously, you can tie it to white supremacy. I'm not a firm believer of that. The fact that these people are running around in Seoul, Korea, I think they were in South Africa too, protesting, like thanking Charlie Kirk. Bro, it's just a philosophical belief that people adopted across the world. That doesn't mean it's right, and it's not dismissive in nature. Yeah, they were in England too. Look at them.
It's in London.
God bless.
They're mourning Charlie Kirk in London, right?
Why not yo with the two? Sorry to jump in. Unity, love, peace. No war, no racism, no division.
Yeah, it's all great in words.
Yeah, me personally, like I've always said it, like I would have a conversation with anybody in this world. Like I could disagree with you, you know, I could almost feel like this like hate in my heart for you, but to if I don't really know you on a personal level, man, like it's just like, for example, he was a piece of shit with his beliefs, right? And the shit that he would do with it, right? But he probably was a great dad. We don't know. He probably was a great dad. He probably was a great husband.
That's what we were saying.
And he probably was a great friend. For example, that's what Candace Owens keeps preaching, that he was a great friend to me, a great friend. People that knew him in his direct circle, they're going to look at it that way, right? I just think it's unhealthy once we start applauding his... Now, if you want to say this, I don't... Fuck it. I don't care about his death. No opinion. Like, oh, or like, I'm not going to say rest in peace. Like, oh, I understand. I feel like that's more of a healthier approach, but to like applaud his death and then say that there's more people, that he's one of many more that should be happening, and like make it like a chant, like a, I don't know. The shit I've seen online, I was like, damn. Like, I know you can hate someone, but the way that people are making it is like, you would have thought that this man was like the real deal Hitler of our time or something at that level.
No, but this is where the opposite side has to be held accountable. Because Vic is right, and I agree with Vic. We shouldn't just blatantly spread hate. In the presence of hate, we should respond to it with love and compassion. However, the love and compassion that I'm seeing is incredibly disingenuous. You are not going to tell me that Charlie Kirk was this great human being who had all this love and compassion, and you're not going to tell me that you're taking this opportunity to defend someone, this moment being the first time you speak on political issues.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of you who are ignoring. Charlie Kirk defended the murderous massacring that has happened right now at this very moment, because they're still bombing as we speak in Palestine. And there are people in the chat saying, you niggas should just stick to music. For real, for real. Yo, I'm going to tell you right now, I've been saying free Palestine since 2013. I've been keeping up with politics like half my life. I went to school for this. Political science, economics, philosophy are my 3 majors. I actually have learned from people who have sat in Congress. One of my professors was a U.S. representative in the state of Rhode Island. He was there when they tried to impeach Bill Clinton. One of my presidents was literally working under Vladimir Putin as an ambassador. You niggas speak, but you don't actually understand what you're talking about, and it gets frustrating sometimes because there's not an openness to try to hear someone's opinion. You want everyone to hear what you got to say, but when niggas who have actually put in the work to understand the issue speak, y'all go to deaf ears because it contradicts what you're saying versus actually listening before responding. Now, this is my argument. I hope you listen before you go to chat and respond. Charlie, because it's crazy to me, bro. Like, let's actually listen and have a conversation. Charlie Kirk defended what's happening in Israel. And this is specifically for the Christians. There are Christians getting bombed in Palestine right now. There are Christians getting bombed in Lebanon. There are Christians getting bombed in Jordan. And it is by the hands of the Israeli government. And Charlie Kirk said the killing of other Christians was fundamentally okay for the protection of Israel. That is anti-Christian. That is against the gospel. Stop playing with me. I will pull up the verse if I have to. You cannot kill other Christians. And they're not dying because they're not going away. They're not dying because they refuse to leave their homes and their churches. They're dying in worship. What are we doing here? And beyond that, we're killing kids.
Yeah, no.
We're killing innocent children who haven't even been given the opportunity to live their lives. For what? And you're telling me Charlie Kirk was this great human being even though he ignored that. He had no moralism around that. He stood by Benjamin Netanyahu and said, yeah, let's keep doing this. Let's just keep bombing a country to death. Let's just keep pounding on this country like they're nothing. And this is my biggest frustration. Y'all don't talk about no politics. So many people I've seen online don't talk about politics ever. Bro, there was a famous golfer, Philip Nichols. He came out, put a whole tweet about how the whole Charlie Kirk thing has showed the immorality of America. Yo, Philip Nichols, there are children being born and dying the moment they're born. And it's your tax dollars paying for it.
Wait, Phil Nicholson?
Phil Nicholson. He wrote a tweet, bro.
What the hell? Let me look that up. That's crazy.
Go look it up. I see this shit before I got here. I'm like, Phil Nicholson, are you serious? Like, what is wrong with you people? The dude preached the gospel. I don't care. Because he sat there and he watched children die. This isn't passion. It isn't anger. It's like, yo, at some point, we have to stop. Like, we have to stop hoping for people. How is that Christian? How is that morally right? And why should we defend that? It's evil.
And also, I think a good conversation would be when we see the people, right, who are also on the other fence shitting on Charlie Kirk's death and applauding his death and celebrating his death. Even though I do think celebrating the death is wrong, looking into why they might feel that way is like, okay, when you research the stuff like Noel's saying and all this stuff, you research what he stood for, etc. You see, like I said earlier, where people do lack the sense of sympathy and empathy, and it's like it's not coming just out of nowhere. It's because like they saw what this man stood for and believed in, and they were completely against it. But to react that way and applaud the death is, to me, just it's not the way that I would do it. It's not the way that I would do it. God bless, God bless us all. I think this is not the way to do it. It's a very weird time right now. It's a very weird time.
But if you're gonna call it out,
it's a very weird time. It
be
feels
consistent.
it's weird, man. It's very like it feels dark right now in the world. It feels dark,
bro.
Because even what he stood for, a lot of times to me, was dark within itself. But then, killing him to me is the darkest that it becomes. Yeah, I was looking it up. It was Phil Mickelson.
It was Mickelson?
Mickelson with an M. Yep.
Oh, I thought it was Nicholson.
And ironically, I think he works at Live Golf now. He works with Dubai, the oil money over there, because now they dropped a bag on golfers over there. And And there's a controversial because a lot of golfers are not doing it. They're like, I wouldn't want to do that. I don't want to work with them. But some of them are going over there, and he's one of them ones I think that went over there.
Oh, well, they're bombing your bosses, bro.
Yes. The irony is crazy.
Just have consistency. That's all I want. Just be ideologically consistent. You going to defend the fact that we shouldn't kill people blatantly like Charlie Kirk? Defend the children dying in Gaza. That's it. Be consistent, please. I beg.
Yeah, it's listen, I'll tell you this much. There's a lot of conversation. So it's a good time to learn. It's a good time to, even be entertained by certain conversations and debates. I think there's a lot of conversations happening right now. People learning about things and, for the first time. So it's a weird time. But speaking on Charlie Kirk's death, there's a bunch of videos right now that keep going viral. Every time somebody dies, there's a conspiracy to their death. No matter what. The death could be caught on camera like a JFK, and there's going to be conspiracies, right? Joe Rogan was talking about it with Charlie Sheen, and Joe Rogan's like, I believe that JFK got shot by 3 different angles. To this day, a lot of people still believe that JFK was shot by 3 different angles, 2 different angles, that the government did it, all this stuff, right? Recently now, the most recent assassination caught on camera was Charlie Kirk's death. There's videos of people people are breaking down videos of Charlie Kirk's death. I don't know if you guys seen the viral ones where like there's people in the crowd. Well, so there's 2 things to highlight. There's one of them which is weird to me because I'm not big on the Charlie Kirk conspiracy. I feel like it was just the kid who just shot him. He had a good shot. He just shot him from the distance, right? But the idea of like, was he working alone or was he working with someone? That's yet to be revealed. I do think he was working alone, but people believe that he was working with people. Why? Because behind Charlie Kirk, when he was debating, you see the 2 gentlemen, bro, these 2 guys, the shit's pretty weird. They're doing these things. Like one of them's going like this with their arm, almost like they're giving like a signal.
I saw that, yeah.
And another one's like grabbing their hair. I'll find the video in a second to show, but like it's like he's doing something with his hat. One of them's doing something with the hat. And it's like the timing is weird. Because they're doing it almost as if they're signaling something. Because when people do this, isn't it like almost like football code or something?
Yeah, those are like signals, like
signals
in baseball
or like military code or something, right?
Yeah.
But what makes it to me not believable at the same time is like, why would the fuck would someone do that in public when they know that everyone's recording? Like Charlie Kirk, when he does these debates, for example, he's recording. Unfortunately. And I hope that they delete that footage because I hope no one sees that footage because that shit has to be insane. That has to be some dark ass. But there has to be a high def quality video of Charlie Kirk dying, because when you see these clips when he debates people, he has these very high quality cameras facing him and then facing the crowd, and he makes clips of the moments. There's definitely a clip, well, not a clip because they probably didn't clip it. I hope they delete it or whatever the fuck they're gonna do with the footage. But there's definitely footage that existed of Charlie Kirk's death where they recorded high quality of his face and the crowd. So that, actually, now I think about it, they probably won't delete it because they're probably going to turn that over to investigation in the police and shit, that footage. But aside from that, there's a bunch of people filming with their phones everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's like, to me, why would these people do these codes and shit in public? They're going to be investigated or something, unless are they that powerful that, and I assume that Charlie Kirk knows these people. Like they wouldn't be around them if he didn't know them, right? And there's another clip of a man in the crowd that seems to be like he's going like this, like he's shooting a gun, but it's like, to me, there's no gun in his hand. But literally, as the man goes like this, what is it called? Kickbacks, like a kickbacks. Charlie Kirk gets shot after the kickback that he does with his hand. Now, I think it could be a coincidence that the man had like a fucking muscle spasm, whatever the fuck was happening. But the conspiracy theories keep going viral. One question I have is, why does this always happen? Why do you think that no matter what, when someone dies, there's a conspiracy theory? Do you think that people, like, do we not just have do we not trust anything? Maybe because obviously this one's a political, so it's like, oh, the same with Trump. People had the conspiracy theories with Trump.
Yeah.
To this day, they still have conspiracy theories with Trump. Like Trump set it up. Trump did it to help the election or to help whatever the fuck was happening. to help his case.
I have I saw what the conspiracy theory is. So I don't agree with this, but apparently, and I only saw one clip. I haven't they're claiming it was going on for weeks. So obviously, like I said, Charlie Kirk is a big defender of Israel. They're saying weeks before his shooting, Charlie had said that he started to question Israel's decisions in the Middle East. And they're saying because, and I did see the video where he said basically like he is kind of questioning Netanyahu's leadership a little bit in his decision making. They're saying because he said these things and he started to push back in private, that's why they took his life. I don't know how valid that is because, Charlie was an OD rider for Benjamin Netanyahu in Israel. I don't think Israel's like it was so bad. I remember he helped them take on the TikTok problem. The reason why TikTok never really got banned or like got under full U.S. control was because I remember Charlie was like on TikTok talking about, he's like, Benjamin Netanyahu came to me and he's like, we need to deal with this anti-Semitism on TikTok. And I helped him because he's that much of a genius when it comes to the social media shit.
Yeah.
Like he weaponized his audience and his following and his abilities to change the narrative. It didn't work fully, clearly, but to change the narrative around TikTok, like that's how hard he went for this Israel thing. That's how much he disregarded how bad the situation was. He's like, no, I'm defending Israel to the end. So when he said those things in that clip, people were like, oh, this has to be it. They killed him on some spy shit because Israel couldn't lose his support.
Yeah, because maybe Israel was like, so the conspiracy basically is like Israel might have felt like, damn, Charlie's helped us so much, his influence is so big that even if we see a small sign of him maybe going against us now, let's kill him before it escalates because his influence is so big that if he turns aside, then all of his millions of followers and the students that he empowers every day to vote Republican and to believe what he believes in and
would turn on us. In our interest.
Right? So that's how they could have been thinking. But it's like, that's too dark and crazy. That's some Mission Impossible Tom Cruise shit.
But it was trending. Like, I guess Elon kind of nerfed it. But at one point, it was like number 22.
Here's
Israel killed Charlie Kirk.
Here's the video, though, that went viral, the conspiracy theory video that people keep sending me of Charlie Kirk. So behind him, so notice this guy right here in the black shirt. This man grabs his arms to do almost like a military type of signal or something. He could have just been stretching. I don't know why you would just do that randomly, though. Did his arm randomly hurt? All right, so he goes and grabs his right arm with his left hand. All right. Oh, my God. Did we just... make sure I don't show that part. Let me not go too forward then. But that, let's see. So he does that. He grabs his arm right there. Boom. All right. And then the guy next to him the whole time's on his phone with sunglasses on, staring in a certain direction. This is the guy back here in this white shirt back here that people say it looks like he shot something, right? So if you notice, right here, he goes, boom.
No, but the bullet was on the other side of his neck.
That's my point.
And also, the way that it was shot, no, it was too strong of a bullet. It can't be shot from that distance. The recoil would have knocked the nigga on his ass.
And then look at, so this guy does the hat signal. Watch. So he grabs his hat. And the way that he grabs his hat, it does look like a signal, though. We have to be honest.
But if he's back there, he's part of the team. So it's an inside job, which is an even crazier conspiracy. I really think it was like the Trump thing. But a lot of these states are redneck states, bro, where the people just hunt for fun. I think he grabbed his hunting rifle and he shot homie in the neck. He's been hunting his whole life.
It could be signals. Could you think it could be that this will be a crazy coincidence, but it could be signals to the security, like routine signals that they might be doing in general.
Yeah.
And then right after the routine signals of their own, Charlie Kirk ends up dying.
Because think about it, bro. He's standing behind Charlie in the gates. He's a part of the team.
That's what I'm thinking. And he has the Charlie Kirk hats, the hats that Charlie Kirk was given. So
now our conspiracy went from it was someone there to it's an inside job. Like it's just getting too deep now.
Because when you grab your hat, right, you have a hat. Grab it real quick to like they can fix it. Show the camera. Show the camera. So Marlon, grab your hat to fix it. Like actually fix it. You know, you fixing it. Now grab it quick, like the guy did. That's like your intent. There's no. Why would you do that? There would be no point.
Might have been too tight. I don't know.
No.
No, it's definitely a signal for something.
It comes off like there's something else to it.
I know. I saw a video where it was talking about like when it comes down to like where if you're in the army or the navies or the SEALs or whatever the fuck it is, certain things mean
some
different
other shit.
things. I don't know. Some guy also brought up, which I did see someone talk about it. I don't know if it's true or not, that there was a book on Amazon called The Assassination of Charlie Kirk, and it was supposedly published the day before it actually happened.
But I think I saw someone debunk it where it's like you can edit the publishing date of the book. If you because you can upload, anyone can upload a book.
The fact that if a book exists,
yeah, I mean you can AI generate a book though. You can AI generate a book. I was looking up Charlie Kirk books on Amazon today, and then Ben Shapiro books. I didn't know Ben Shapiro wrote like 30 books.
No, yeah, Ben Shapiro's a freak.
God damn.
No, yeah,
that's insane. But when it comes to Charlie Kirk, there was a bunch of new AI ones, like Charlie Kirk's life, like a bunch of like AI generated documentary biography type books. I'm like, damn, it shows you could AI generate a book and just upload it and shit, and you could sell it, unless you get sued for it afterwards.
So my only conspiracy, I've seen someone say this. This is where I agree. I'll give you this conspiracy. Donald Trump did this. And the only reason why I think, and the elites, the social elites, and it's because the Jeffrey Epstein thing. September 10th, they had a vote in Congress to release the files fully. Democrats the entire Democratic Senate said, yes, we need to release the files. And then 2 other Republicans voted with them. The remaining Republicans said no. Releasing the files got shot down. That news went under the radar. This has been the biggest story, like glooming behind Donald Trump. A lot of the people who have been kind of turning on Trump because of the Epstein file situation and the birthday book coming out have been saying he might have got this nigga boomed to get the heat off of him. I'm not opposed to that being a realistic possibility. Because wow, what a coincidence. All of this stuff is coming out and it gets overshadowed by one death. No one's talking about it anymore. Bro, this was mainstream news for like 3 days in a row, and then Charlie dies. No one's talking about it.
But then the thing is this, right? So you see the shooter. This is the shooter right here. This is Tyler, 22 years old. How would he be a part of this said conspiracies? Like, are they gonna? Is this some type of person that they can flip per se, or try to like say work for them, etc. And then let's say he goes crazy in jail, and then that's how they justify anything he says afterwards that doesn't align with what they're liking. I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like this goes back to like every shooting, a gun problem and a mental health problem. I think that the access to guns is too easy. I say all the time in Rhode Island, you can get a gun easier than you can get a driver's license. It's pretty insane. You can get a gun license here. It's insane. The blue card is insane. It's ridiculous. It's too easy. This guy, mental health. Because only a crazy person with mental health issues would go out and try to kill someone. Not even just that. Only a crazy person would go out and try to purchase a gun to kill someone, prep to kill someone, let alone do the full steps in doing it. Now, my thing is this. I would love to know the research behind this man. How did he do that shit with one shot?
Vic, I just told you. They already profiled the father. He's a hunter.
Because he hunted with the dad.
I don't think people like understand like Republican hunter culture in these states. Like there's documentaries about it.
But still, there was a chance for him to miss it. Or like nick him.
That's why
to hit him and die, like to hit him and kill him.
Good shot.
That's crazy though.
But I really don't think people understand the severity that is going on in these southern states and these Midwest states. These people train for this, Vic. You never seen the militia documentaries? Like the Republican militias that exist? Like these dudes like are military trained, police trained. They hunt all the time. They're waiting for something. The thing is, they taught it to a kid. The kid was unhinged. He snapped and he shot Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, no, it's
I can't lie though. He had a great shot. If that nigga was in the military, he might have been a Navy SEAL because he caught him.
No, that's
good.
what I was saying. He must be like he had to be like award winning, like because that shit is insane. Like because the guy that tried to kill Trump
was a dude.
didn't he shoot like 3 times, right? Because they killed like a person in the crowd, I believe.
I think he hit someone in the crowd. It was.
I believe I don't recall off the top of my head.
Oh no, he was a terrible shot. Everyone from the school knew too.
Yeah, but it was like a thing. Like he was a bad
shooter. Yeah,
shooter. But then, that shit was crazy. And the fact that they didn't have a drone surveilling the area because he was on top of a roof, and there was someone that saw him on top of a roof. That shit was just so crazy. We had to talk about this, guys, because we hadn't talked about it yet on here. I spoke about it on the Spanish podcast, but I haven't spoken about it on here yet, and this was the biggest story. This is the biggest story of the year. I'm sorry to bear the bad news. This doesn't make it the most important one. I do think that what obviously is happening in Palestine, should be spoken about more and everything because people are not, now everyone's kind of turning over, especially after, like Javier Bardem said at the Emmys, he was like, it's the genocide studiers have confirmed as a genocide, so for those who are lacking or don't think it's a genocide, it's like by definition it is.
Yeah, there's no escaping it at this point.
Yeah, so now it's like there's no escaping it, even by just factual studies. But this is crazy. Conspiracies are here. Celebrity reactions are here. People are losing their jobs because of reactions to this. People are being investigated by the government because of the reaction to this. This is not leaving us anytime soon. This death is going to be impacting politics for the foreseeable future, especially the new age young.
Yeah.
Like millennials, Gen Z, like everyone that cares about social media politics. This is this is going to be a turning point. Not the pun not intended because his company was called Turning Point, but this is definitely a turning point right now.
Because I was telling my boy, I'm like, it only fucks me up because I watched him since I was like 16. So like watching him die, like it made me want to vomit because I'm like, yo, I don't like his views, I don't like him as a person, but that doesn't remove my empathy from the situation. Like watching someone you've seen your entire life consistently be platformed and just die that way is like the scariest thing in the world. It's like, oh my God, that could literally be you. A Republican decides to shoot you because you have progressive values. Like it could happen any day, and it did happen. There was I forgot someone mentioned this, and this is the hypocrisy of the situation.
House speaker, former House speaker.
No, the former House Speaker of Minnesota. So this is Minnesota's House of Representatives. She was killed with her husband back in June
In her house.
Yeah,
David Morales told us. Yeah.
Yeah, and like no one talked about it really the way they're talking about this, and it's not just because Charlie Kirk is bigger. It's because Republicans do a better job at using social media
100%.
to inflate situations than Democrats do. And the reality is, because Democrats aren't even on social media like that anymore. They find it toxic. So, or they're on the social media that agrees with their views. So this is why I'm trying to tell you, it's both sides. Everyone's in danger when you're giving people this thought that it's either you agree with me or you die. And if you don't agree with me, the world's going to end and the society's going to fall apart. That's how the views are scaled out right now. My thing is this, Vic. Let me ask you a question. Because this happened, do you think J.D. Vance has a much higher chance of becoming president now after Trump's done?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I think so because of the fact he is going the full sympathy play, which to me is like, I think for someone that did what Charlie Kirk did for a living as a job, I don't think that we should be doing the level of honoring that the government is doing, like the flag, bringing down the flags halfway down, all that stuff. I'm like, wow, like that's something, a medal honor. Was it the Medal of Freedom?
Yeah, they're giving him the Medal of Freedom.
They're giving him the highest honor
this country.
of this country. They're giving it to him. I'm like,
for a civilian.
That why I don't think that we should do that, especially if you weren't gonna give it to him in his living. You're gonna give it to him now because he died. Right? Or were they going to give it to him before he died?
No, they weren't. Usually you give that to someone when they're like about to die or very old. He's getting it. It's like you're implying they're politicizing this situation as much as they can to get enough support to push whatever they need to push moving forward.
Yeah. And also at the same time, Charlie Kirk directly, without Charlie Kirk, Donald Trump does not win the election. Without Charlie Kirk, J.D. Vance does not win the election. This man was that influential. So guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna be like, hey, we gotta repay him because he passed away and they killed him. So now they're gonna take this as a option, as a opportunity to now be like, hey, the left is so evil that they tried to
Silence us.
kill the president, and now they killed one of us, right? They killed the person that helped us get this election. So that's what they're doing. And they're smart to do it because it's going to work. It's going to work as far as when you are creating these debates, etc., because people are going to be, on the other end reacting extremely. They're going to be like, fuck that guy, blah, 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 etc., fuck his death. And then they're going to be like, hey, you have no sympathy. You're a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's happening. They're literally getting people fired from their jobs. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, this is not going anywhere, guys. So I won't say necessarily censor yourself, but educate yourself and reevaluate what you are about to say, especially on social media right now with topics like this, because it is getting crazy. I got nervous. The fucking podcast page, like I told the guys, was like, it didn't let me collaborate post today. I had to re-log in. I'm like, what's going on? Did we get reported? Because we were talking about the Trump Epstein thing. I'm like, what's going on?
I think they're starting to finally understand it's real.
Yeah.
Like us labeling people as things is making things worse from both sides, because both sides do it. Trump would say, Kamala Harris was a threat to democracy, and then Kamala would say it as well. When you say those type of words, that galvanizes people and makes them think, if I don't do this, I'm gonna lose my freedom.
Yeah.
Like, it creates this it creates this nihilistic world. The problem was this, though. At the end of the day, this is where I get frustrated. Elon Musk benefited from it. Mark Zuckerberg benefited from it. Don't censor it now. You scared now because you next? Because I promise you, if anyone's on the list next, it's Elon Musk. And that's not me like threatening Elon Musk. I'm telling you, if we're talking about major right-wing political figures, Elon's the next one on this list. And if it was to ever happen, he would have to understand that, anyone would have to understand, you did this because you were profiting off the engagement that these posts were creating. You never monitored it. You never did anything to actually do something about it. You created echo chambers. Your algorithms are echo chambers. Neither site has an algorithm that removes things that puts things you disagree with into your algorithm. They only give you what you want to see. So you're just fueling the fire at that point. So if anything was to happen to you, this is kind of your fault too, because you shouldn't have ran your companies on this type of algorithm and formula. So I'm just shocked that now they're doing something about it. And I only think it's happening because they're afraid for their life too. I truly believe it.
This reminds me of that horrible movie, but it did have a good message. There was a horrible movie, I think it was Stone Mountain or something like that. Something Mountainhead. Mountainhead is on HBO, dropped this year, and it was a bunch of Steve Carell from The Office. Steve Carell plays is an actor in it. The movie is basically about like tech heads, and there's one that has like a platform like Elon Musk, like a X, like a Twitter, and he basically released all types of censorship fully, and the platform got so crazy that it started causing like wars on the platform. Like you had beheaded videos all over the place, and then countries were going crazy.
It's a movie?
It's a movie, and he's like, "Oh, it's fine." He's like, "Oh, I'll leave it." And then a day passes by. He's like, "Oh," and his stock's going up, but then it starts plummeting because then the world is literally being destroyed. Like there's countries being bombed and everything because of his app. Like,
It's the comedy movie you're telling me about, right?
it was like dark humor, but it was like dead ass serious. But I just didn't like it because I'm like, the plot's horrible, the acting's horrible. But the concept is like, it's like a good. It could have been a good show, not a good movie. It's like because they're in one house the whole time. It doesn't make sense. It's like okay, but it was basically a fake Elon Musk. That's what they were portraying, right? And then how his life's in danger and all that stuff. But I can see where Elon maybe doesn't go out more right now because of this type of stuff and these type of people, right? Like, or maybe not. Maybe they do Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro's like he's gonna go everywhere and just double down. I don't know. It's just a scary time right now. Anytime deaths are involved, everyone, God bless you all. Moving forward though, less serious, but still a serious situation for the person, right? Drake. What the fuck is happening?
This is when my conspiracy bag comes in.
What the fuck is happening with Drake right now? There's a Drake Iceman album leak scandal. Why? Because these young 19-year-old streamers who are pumping a meme coin on this new meme coin streaming platform where you can stream and be a coin. So when people join your stream, they can buy your coin, right? They're up millions of dollars, these 19-year-old kids, right? And they're on the stream, they're drinking alcohol, illegally because they're not supposed to because they're not 21, but they're drinking alcohol.
Do we know what country this is happening?
This is here. This was in Vegas. They went to the fight. They went to the Crawford fight and everything, these 19-year-old kids, because the streaming platform's paying for them to buy them tickets and everything. And these kids leaked the Drake Iceman album single that's supposed to be maybe coming out next with Pressa from Toronto, the Toronto artist, and it's the one the beat is the one from the end of the Iceman 2 when Drake's on the elevator. Probably the best beat that we've heard so far in this Drake rollout. They leaked the entire song. They're playing it. They're going crazy to it. And what confirmed that it's not AI? Drake called Aiden Ross pissed off, and he was like, "Yo, do you know these kids?" And then Aiden Ross is like, "No, do you know them?" He's like, "No, I don't know them. I just asked you if you know them." Like he got pissed because Drake was like, "Yo, you're a streamer. You're tapped in. I'm thinking that you know these kids." Aiden Ross found out who the kids were and he DM'd them, but the kids are not giving up any information on how they got the Drake song. And it's a whole thing. They also played unreleased Playboi Carti. And then they were saying that we're going to play the whole album. We're basically going to stream the whole album. So then it sounded like this Playboi Carti song is either a Playboi Carti song or a feature on. I think it sounded like a feature on the Drake album because the way that they were playing it, they were playing the Pressa song. And then they were playing like the Cardi song like back to back with that, like the order. Because I was watching the whole stream. I'm like, what's going on? So there's people online saying, oh, no, the Playboi Carti song's AI. They have no proof of this. You have no proof of this. This could be a Playboi Carti Drake song for all we know, like the kids were alluding to and saying. And they might, to be honest, they might have the whole Drake album. They might. My thing is like, why would they leak the whole album right now? They'll take their time with it if they do have it. If they do have it, they'll take their time with it. They'll keep slowly leaking it, whatever the case may be. These kids, I'm not going to promote them. I'm not going to say who they are and stuff because these meme coin companies be weird. But these kids doing this, to me, is pretty bizarre. People have this theory that Drake is doing this as a rollout still, that this is fake and this is just a Drake rollout. I personally don't think so. But at the same time...
You think these 19-year-olds got a hold of an album?
My thing is this. At the same time, how the hell are you Drake and you let this keep happening? Like, how are people getting their hands on these leaks and everything? And if I'm Drake, you can play it off. Like, I think Marlon told me that over the weekend. If you're Drake, you can play it off. Don't call Aiden Ross.
Don't call him.
Because now you are confirming that it's a real leak.
Yeah. What if it's part of the bit?
But what's the bit? How does this help him? Let's say he did it strategically. What's the strategy? How does this help?
You know, it's funny. Someone called this shit out in the chat.
Yeah, they're like, Noel's gonna. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah. Decide out with Jay-Z person. No, I don't think this is smart. But I think I see the play here. You said it's a meme coin website that they're doing it through meme coin stream.
Yeah.
You can't follow meme coin money. You can't follow crypto money. None of y'all know if that's Drake behind that. Like, this is where niggas just fall for bait, bro. Because if I'm Drake, I've seen this on Twitter. I think this is more possible. I don't think he can drop this album under Universal. I don't think he can. Like, legally. So if I put all this money into this album, I can't drop it legally. I'm not just going to give it to y'all for free without getting money somehow. And if I drop it on an independent site and sell it, I'm violating my contract. So how do you do it? You use these two random 19-year-olds. You work with Aiden Ross to do it. People are paying. They're like putting money into the stream through the meme coin, and you're coming off the meme coin and getting your album out at the same time. Do I think it's smart? No, I think this is dumb as hell because it just ruins your musical legacy even more, and it makes you look stupid because it's like, bro, how did two 19-year-olds get your album? Like, it makes people believe that you're this dumb, that you're this sloppy, and that you have this many moles in your camp. But I refuse to believe two 19-year-olds we never met in our lives. Yo, who? Like, I've seen these niggas. These niggas look Indian, bro. I'm like, who are these Indian niggas, bro? And they're just in a freaking hotel room playing unreleased Drake. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, what is this bait? Like, bro, this is bad plot. That's when I know it's Drake. Drake has terrible stories. This badass fucking plot he created. Bro, shit is ass, bro. Bro, it wasn't even believable. Vic, you really saw that and say, nah, who gave these 19-year-olds this? Bro, come on, Vic. These niggas have no motion.
I'm trying to find the lyrics.
Bro, who are these niggas? That's what I kept thinking while I'm on Twitter. I'm like, who are these niggas? Bro, clearly it is a scheme, bro. Is it smart? No, it's stupid and corny and is going to ruin Drake's legacy even more. But wow, bro. How much money has he made off this meme coin shit? How much are they up right now?
My thing is, the only way I don't think that this is as possible is because if this was Drake behind this meme coin and it comes out, it's only going to hurt him because people are going to call him a scammer. And there's going to be that big crowd of people that will always look at him as like a scammer. The same way they look at Logan Paul as a scammer, the same way they look at Hawk Tuah Girl as a scammer, and that taints your career. Drake cannot afford right now another tainting of his career to that level in a different type of world.
Prove it.
In the financial world?
But prove he did it.
Well, that's what he has to do now.
No. But that's my thing. You're saying he'd get it ruin his career if you could link it to him. Prove it. You can't prove it with crypto.
But my thing, you think that these kids they were shitting on him the whole time, like fuck Drake. You think that would be a part of the plan? Shit on me, and leak my shit. Shit on me and leak my shit.
Who were they
That
before
sounded
this?
crazy. Pause.
Who were they before this?
Who were they? Well, the viral clip I saw before this of them was that they slapped. They took Bradley Martin, famous influencer of YouTuber bodybuilder, has his own gym, dope gym out there. I think in Vegas he has his own gym. It's a big gym, or in LA, and he hates when people take his hat off. One of the face guys did it, and he slapped him. One of these kids was wearing the white shirts that they all wear white shirts with like a permanent marker drawing on it. And they went up to Bradley Martin and took his hat off, and then Bradley Martin smacked them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a video that shows you a screen recording of the app, and as they did that, the stock of the meme coin that they were pumping was going up. So like they kind of do crazy shit on purpose to pump the meme coin up. It almost reminds me of the Black Mirror episode of those websites where people do dark, gory things for money. That's what the website kind of reminded me of, because they're doing antics to get the money of the coin up, etc.
Yo, Vic, you gave all that lore just to say nobody. These niggas is nobody. These niggas are nobody, bro. What are we talking about? Vic, what are we talking about for real?
But I'm trying to say, like, it wasn't like they just came out of nowhere and just got viral because the Drake leak. I'll say that. They definitely were viral for a couple weeks. I've been seeing them do things and stuff. Again, I'm not going to say their name. You guys can look them up yourself, because I don't want to do the promo shit for them.
This sounds like a great way to avoid a contract and make money. Through crypto, especially with a group of niggas who have this small history of doing it this way, bro. It's stupid, but you can't prove it.
Now, the song was getting flagged and taken down from everywhere.
Of course, UMG would flag it.
I don't know if it's UMG was doing it, but there was accounts. I think the account that was posting initially, like these leaker kids, got suspended and everything. It's like a whole thing. But it is pretty insane, the fact that this is happening. It just looks crazy for me to Drake. Like, why would you? You know what I'm saying? Also, what if it's not Drake? What if it's UMG
Leaking it?
Like UMG's like behind the scenes, like trying to sabotage.
This is also just a conspiracy theory.
This is a conspiracy theory, but I do think that someone might be
behind
trying to sabotage the Drake rollout. Why wouldn't they? Because Drake has pissed off a lot of people. A lot of people are pissed off at him.
So why pick
and he
these
keeps
two
pissing people
19-year-olds?
off? Why put the 19-year-olds? Well, shit.
That's the anomaly here that doesn't make sense to me.
Maybe because like they could be seeing that these kids were doing these antics, and they could have created an anonymous account or something, and just send them a song, and then they got it, and then like, oh, that's that, and then they start playing it. Maybe they don't even know that it's real. You know what I'm saying? They're playing it thinking like, oh, it's AI, whatever, they just play it, whatever, and it turns out to be, hey, wait a minute, that's the same fucking beat from Iceman episode 2, and that's Pressa. And then Drake's calling Aiden Ross, hold up, this is real.
But Vic,
and then maybe they found out with us in real time that it was real, and they just capped.
This
maybe.
is where I get frustrated. We just watched Gunna's I said gonna. Thug's entire phone call record get leaked. Not through a streamer,
Yeah,
not through one publication. It would just pop up.
everywhere.
Why wouldn't you just do that with the Drake one? If I am trying to ruin Drake's rollout, why did and I want chat to answer this, because chat's saying I'm crazy, but y'all still haven't answered my question. Why would you give it to only 2 19-year-olds? What was the reason? What was the logic? What was the purpose? What is the relationship? The only way I could assume it is if the person who leaked it, someone in UMG or someone in Drake's camp, has a relationship with these two individuals. That's the only way it makes sense to me. But if that's the case, I think Drake would have found out already who it was. Because it's pretty easy to connect some dots. It's these two specific people. It wasn't just leaked to everyone like the Thugger phone calls. No. Just these two people had this mega stars album. Okay.
And they were in Vegas at the time. The kids were at the Crawford Canelo fight in Vegas when they were leaking this at a hotel waiting for their Uber, right? Drake was in Berlin at the time, according to the call with Aiden Ross. If Drake was over there, my thing is also, did they not know? Did they know that Drake was in Berlin? This is a very popular event. What if Drake was at the event? And do these kids not give a fuck about their life at that point? That's what it seems like. Because when you watch the video, they're drinking, they're getting drunk. It's insane. The clips of these kids, I'm like, what the fuck? But then it kind of gives modern era jackass type of moments and stupidity that people find entertaining.
It also feels scripted. I just sometimes it's a script, bro.
My thing is like that. This would be too good to be true if this is scripted, because it's like
it sounds so crazy.
And we've said this for years that Drake leaks his own shit. That was my theory before this Drake and Kendrick beef. That was my theory. I'm like, Drake, these leaks.
But there was never
one
one leak.
Purpose. He does it on purpose. It'll be like a pack. It'll be through 2-3 songs randomly leaking. I think he's testing the waters. He puts it out there on purpose. But then when the Kendrick beef shit happened, and then the push-ups leak and all that shit, and Drake was like going crazy, I'm like, damn.
But Vic,
this is a mess. There's a mess in the camp.
This is where I get frustrated. Whenever Drake leaks, it's never one person dropping the leaks. It's all over. Yeah. Everyone's getting it.
Yeah.
When push-ups dropped, we couldn't even confirm it because it just showed up on the timeline.
And it sounded kind of weird.
No one had full confirmation. No one was the direct source. Everyone got that leak at once.
Didn't he change the beat?
He did.
Right?
He switched it up a little bit. And he fixed it.
Yeah.
And I think he changed some of the lyrics too. So when this shows up, it's a complete song. And only one person has it? Come on, bro. What are we doing? Come on, bro. Like, who are these niggas? I just want y'all to tell me. Give me their connection, please.
Aiden Ross was like, why don't I have the song?
That's what I'm also saying.
Send it to me. What the fuck? Can I get it?
Because he's calling him as if he gave it to him and Aiden leaked it to these 19-year-olds. What is Aiden's relationship to these young niggas?
Now, I'll tell you this. As far as the song goes, I do believe that song is the best song that Drake is going to drop since the beef. From what I've heard so far, that leak, the rapping that Drake's doing on there, the Kawhi Leonard pun and the lyrics and the I was trying to find the lyrics right now, but I can't find it. I don't want to play the song because I don't want to fucking get a lawsuit. But Drake is rapping his ass off on that song. It seemed to me when you hear the snippet and you hear the lyrics, it sounded like he was dissing DeMar DeRozan and Kawhi Leonard.
It was hard.
It was hard.
Hard as fuck.
It was like in the spur of the moment. He said something like in the spur of the moment and Kawhi, why Kawhi this and that? Why would I this and I was like, hold up. He's flowing. The boy's back.
They're talking about play the song. No, they're
no,
gonna take us
hell
down.
no. We can't play that shit.
They're actually taking shit
If y'all
down.
have the lyrics in the chat, please send us the Drake Iceman leak lyrics. I tried to find it on Genius. Even Genius didn't post it. Genius always posts leaks in their lyrics.
Yeah.
Genius has not posted it.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yo, also in the chat, they're like, Noel saying Drake's a genius. I never said that. Y'all listening comprehension skills is cooked. That nigga is not a genius for this, bro. This is stupid whether it got leaked or not. Bro, and the fact that Genius didn't say nothing too, you know what that tells me, Vic? I don't even think Genius believes this could happen. I think the niggas at Genius is like, there's no way 2 19-year-old Indian niggas got Drake's album. There's just no way. Bro, because there's still people thinking it's AI.
Yeah, no, I've seen that as well.
There's a lot of people who think this is still AI.
Man.
Someone was like, it has to be AI. He's rapping too well.
I think that this is Iceman episode 4, and this is the song, and this was the single, the next single. We already got the
what if we're in
the Yeet
Iceman?
song, the Yeet song, the Yeet single. And even though we fuck with the Yeet song and the Yeet single, like a lot of the Drake Hive for real was posting us, right? What's the Dirt posted our reaction to the Drake Yeet song, the Doghouse. What's the Dirt posted it. I think he followed us. Shout out to him. Kyle from what's his name? What's the name? Kyle from the Nelk Boys. The Nelk Boys. They showed us love on that post, on the reaction to that song. Cause Kyle's from Canada, Toronto. I think he's friends with Drake.
Yeah.
So that this is happening, right? That where his fans are fucking with it, we're fucking with it, right? But there's like there's no conversation around it, and there's no one's talking about it now. A week later, it feels like, right? Also, I didn't go out. I'm not sure if they're playing it in clubs and shit. He didn't do a music video to it. I haven't seen Yeet do a fucking TikTok to it. There's no more push to it. If there's a TikTok trend currently to the song that I don't know, let me know. I know that Julia Wolf? She's going crazy. She's happy about this. This is a big dope moment for her. I still stand on it from last week. I still like the song. I think it's a really good song. That's probably the best song. But I'm telling you, this Drake leak that these young kids, 19-year-old kids fucked up, that's going to be the best one. But I do agree with Noel. It is like, who the fuck are these kids?
Who are these niggas?
Not even that. I won't even ask who the fuck these kids are. Where the fuck are their parents? Because how you 19 years old, you leaking Drake songs, and you drinking alcohol on camera?
Vic.
You must have no parents. You must be living on 8 Mile with the real Slim Shady. Like, you must be on some like real deal down bad, and you desperately needed money, so you're doing this meme coin pump bullshit for money.
But you got access to the most anticipated, it is, whether we want to say it or not, it's the most anticipated rap album of the year. Because everyone wants to see how he's going to come back. You got a hold of it? What are we talking about, bro? Like, sometimes I fall for the plot. I'm not going to lie. But other times, the script is pretty in your face. Like, damn, bro, who are these niggas? And the fact, is their stream still going on that site?
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And they haven't been able to take it down.
Yeah, no. It's insane. It's insane. Bro,
because low key, I think what they're doing is a crime. Besides the underage drinking.
Oh no, it has to be too good to be true. I had a DM. Someone, I've gotten DMs after my post about this. I've gotten DMs like, hey, just tag us and we'll give you $2,000 in crypto. No, I'm not tagging you guys. And I don't want no $2,000 in crypto. Because I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Give me that cash.
Y'all trying to rob me.
It's crazy.
Y'all trying to rob my wallet and shit, my electric wallet, my Bitcoin wallet, my crypto wallet. But I do think that they are giving money to people who are clipping and shit, etc. But that's why I purposely cropped out their streaming company and cropped out the brand of whatever it's called of the thing. But I did notify the people like, oh, this is what is going on. But it's not me like co-signing that shit. That's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. At the same time, if it's real, because I want to do more research to see if it's really real. How does that work? Because that might be a genius business model. Like, if I go on that platform and there's other people on there doing it properly, let's say if there's a proper way to do it where you're not fucking leaking songs and you're doing good content, you're telling people support this coin, etc. while I'm streaming, that is pretty insane because that's combining both worlds, the streaming and the crypto coin world, whatever the fuck it's called. That's insane.
You get a bag.
Yeah. Because I saw that the app was basically breaking it down. These 19-year-old kids made $2 million in 2 hours or some shit while if they were on Twitch, they would have made $1,000 or some shit. Like, what? Okay, this is too good to be true. And when things are too good to be true, what is it? A scam!
Or an inside job.
Yeah, so, I don't know. The inside job shit, I don't think so.
We never know.
Because Drake would look like a dumbass. That will be, he'll be on CoffeeZilla. How Drake scammed, imagine the next CoffeeZilla videos Drake. Drake scammed us with these young kids, these teenage kids.
Prove it. He's not on the blockchain.
Another crazy situation that's happening is Bad Bunny. For those who don't know, Bad Bunny has ended his 30-day residency in Puerto Rico. Round of applause for Bad Bunny for ending the 30-day residency. You know what I'm saying? The legend.
Who was the last act?
I don't know who the last act was, but I do know that he generated, they're saying that there was an economic impact overall of almost $1 billion for Puerto Rico. This man generated $713 million. 4 times the amount that they projected and thought that Bad Bunny was going to generate for Puerto Rico. He multiplied the projections by 4.
You saw that he announced
That's crazy.
Another one today.
Yeah, so now Bad Bunny's getting a bag from Amazon, and he announced another one, and it's called
30-day.
It's called Uno Mas. One more presentation, September 20th, this Saturday. We're gonna have to watch it, and it's Alicia. We're gonna have to watch it because is Alicia Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
So, okay,
Saturday
never
she'll be doing her own.
God bless. God bless. We're gonna watch it on Amazon Prime / Twitch, and it's a live stream that Bad Bunny's doing of this performance. So he got the bag, and he keeps getting the bag as he's getting the bag. And now the whole world can see the performance because he came out and he said that he was worried about his tour, right? He said, as far as it coming to America, right? People were asking, why is Bad Bunny's tour not coming to America? Well, here's why. Bad Bunny said that there's an issue like fucking ICE. He said that fucking ICE could be outside of his concert, and it's something that he was talking about with his team and that he's very concerned about. So that's why he's skipping America on his tour. We joked about Bad Bunny when he announced his tour, like he can't come to America because ICE. But no, dead ass, that's a possible issue, especially now where the things are changing, especially if he has a tour date in LA and
they'll be there just waiting outside.
ICE would be literally outside. So it's too risky. It definitely is too risky.
Arresting all the tortas.
No. In LA, they'll go hard. They'll go hard in LA. But this man, Bad Bunny, is unstoppable. Noel can say torta because he's a torta, so he can say it.
I'm not a torta.
I don't even know what that is, but I know it's a good ass food. That's what I know. There was a big ovation at the end of this last performance, though, because John Jacob Morales, who was a part of the actual album, he appeared in La Casita because Bad Bunny has like a little house that he performs at, and like is across the stage, and people go at the little house, right? And he was the protagonist in the video. He was a part of the Bad Bunny rollout. This man was a part of the video, a part of the Bad Bunny rollout, and he was there on stage. It was a big emotional moment. Also, Travis Scott came out to support Bad Bunny. He was there going crazy, mispronouncing the words, mouthing the words. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Going crazy. They're saying that Travis Scott's like, I guess, 10% Dominican. So I guess, he's Spanish. But that shit was crazy. The Amazon show is gonna be nuts. It's gonna be live streamed globally, by the way. Live streamed globally. Projections are already at the 5 million views, etc. for that stream. I think that stream might get more viewed than Kendrick Lamar's Pop Out. And I think it might be more viewed than Drake and Kanye West's concert, the Larry Hoover concert. I think that this Bad Bunny tour, because people have been wanting to go to this tour, but it's like, it's not a tour, it's a residency. It's in Puerto Rico. If you don't live in Puerto Rico, if you don't fly to Puerto Rico, you can't see it. So
I know mad people that went out.
So now everyone can see it. I think Harrellis went. Didn't Harrellis go?
Mm-hmm.
So people. It's insane. But this man's unstoppable. Bad Bunny, you can't fuck with Bad Bunny. He's the baddest bunny of them all.
It's a goat. He's
really on some shit, and I think he might have if not the best, definitely top 3 album overall across all genres for the year. To this day, like that album is insane. It's too good. And what he's doing with the rollout still now with this, you got to applaud him. So a round of applause again for Bad Bunny. The Bad Bunny residency. Who the fuck is really fucking with Bad Bunny? Taylor Swift is like the only thing, right? Taylor Swift. Like who really is fucking? If we really think about it, who's fucking with Bad Bunny?
No, not Taylor Swift either.
Taylor Swift? No, I think Taylor Swift. Hell yeah,
Swift, yeah.
bro. Taylor Swift can do a 100-day residency in Nashville.
That's
and
my
people
point.
would go.
Taylor Swift is limited to the United States and probably parts of Europe. Bad Bunny is like the embodied. Bad Bunny can do a residency here. Can go to
In Providence?
Bad Bunny can do a residency in any major state in this country that has a large Spanish population or is near a large Spanish population. He can go anywhere in South America and he can go to any Spanish island. Taylor Swift can't do that, bro.
And I personally haven't heard of a residency like this where people you're so powerful that you create your own residency. Like it's not like you're in Vegas where you get paid to do residencies. Like Usher does them.
Bro,
50
he
Cent
takes
does
over an
them.
entire like city, bro.
Drake does them. I think Drake does them at the Dreas nightclub. This man created his own residency, and like this is insane. I think he's been on tour now for like almost 6 months. No, I think the tour's been like 6 months
Probably.
because we're in month 9. I think he started the tour like around
Like in March.
like April,
Yeah.
March. I think it's almost like 6 months of tour of performing.
Residencies, yeah.
A
People going
residency.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Bringing out a new act every performance.
Insane. Speaking of another Spanish artist, and Noel earlier said that the most anticipated rap album of the year is Drake. I think it might be Cardi B. It might be Cardi B. Cardi B revealed the actual features for her album that's dropping this Friday.
You care for real?
Who's the drama? She says that Cash Cobain's the drama. She says that Janet Jackson's the drama. Kalani's the drama. Lizzo's the drama. Megan Thee Stallion's the drama. Selena Gomez is the drama. Summer Walker's the drama. And Tyla is the drama. I'm excited to hear the Cash Cobain because I that's New York. That's the most influential sound in New York in the past 3 years. Been the slizzy New York Cash Cobain sound. It's taken over the fucking sexy drill's taken over the original drill as it should because it's more palpable and it's less violent. We don't want to shoot and kill each other all the time. But her being from New York, teaming up with Cash Cobain, I've always wondered how could that sound. I'm hoping it's a hit record. I'm hoping
She
it's
did
a hit
good on
record.
the drill song with K-Flock. That shit was a hit.
Now I'm mad that there's not a Spanish artist on here. And then people are like, Selena Gomez is Spanish. Selena Gomez doesn't fucking count. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Selena Gomez is on.
Selena Gomez is a Spanish artist. Since when is Selena Gomez a Spanish artist? Just because she's Spanish?
She has a few
Was
Spanish
it her or
tracks.
Demi Lovato that was on coke?
Demi?
Demi.
Ah,
Yeah.
No, Selena Gomez has the song with Cardi B, don't get me wrong. Taki Taki, Taki Taki Rumba. But that's a DJ Snake song. And that was like 2018.
yo,
Unless we're getting Taki Taki Part 2, then we got to shut the fuck up. Because Selena Gomez is going to give you a pop song with Cardi B. She's not going to be on there singing in Spanish. None of that shit's going to happen.
Watch it be in Spanish.
No, hell no.
that should be ass, bro.
She's been previewing for the past 2 weeks this song she has called Bodega Baddie. Bodega Baddie. I'm a Bodega Baddie. And it sounds like almost like it's going to turn to like a dembow. So I thought she was going to do a dembow. There was people saying
With
El
Tokisha?
Alfa's going to be on there or Tokisha.
Bro. Tokisha would have been fine.
But they're not on there unless she reveals them later on, but I doubt it. I don't think there's going to be any surprise features on this album. I think because her best bet is just to reveal it all right now because she needs to pull the full horses out, like show all
her
the features.
rollout's been amazing.
So now we can talk about that. So the rollout itself,
I still don't care about this album though.
nah, I don't know. I think that this rollout, first of all, this rollout is just her mocking her label being a bad label, her mocking her doing bad sales, etc. She's basically doing
She's getting ahead of the joke.
the Slim Shady what's it called? The Slim Shady. When
Yeah.
when you make fun of yourself before the world makes fun of you.
Yeah,
It's genius.
because I think she partially knows she's not gonna do as well as she's done. No, she's definitely not doing as well as the first album. Not even close.
But
It's
no,
it's a new world.
No, but technically, if you include the sales of WAP and all that shit and the pre-orders and stuff, they said that it was reportedly doing like 500,000 or some shit already.
Cool. I don't care. No one's gonna care about that. We being honest right now, Vic. That album went like, what was it? 3 platinum? 3 diamond. She's not doing that again.
Oh no, definitely not.
I think she knows it's not gonna be as hot, So she has to get ahead of the joke, which is dope. But it doesn't excite me to hear it. I rather hear Drake's album than hers.
She has viral videos going all across New York promoting her album guerrilla style, like any independent act would or should,
Dope.
and how the artists used to do back in the days, right? So one of them that went viral was her walking around in the subway and she's passing out CDs and she's telling people to buy her CDs, buy her physical CDs, and she's going up to people and she has this big hoodie on. Why does she have this big hoodie on? Because she's hiding the fact that she's pregnant. That's why she has this big ass hoodie on. Because if not, why didn't you just wear regular clothes? But she's hiding the fact that she's pregnant. But God bless her. She has a right to. You know, that's her family.
That's such a messy pregnancy.
But and there's like a rat that passes by her in the subway. It's a funny video, dope marketing. But then Atlantic Records tweets and says, "Please help her." Like they're joking with her too. So the label's involved and it's like a whole thing. But that could age bad.
Yeah.
Because if this album's bad and it sells bad, then Atlantic Records, you shouldn't be applauding or like let her do the independent let her do the marketing without the label being involved. Because now if this is just the label's idea and it's not her idea, then it comes off like, oh, so what she was saying is right. The irony is gonna hit harder. You guys suck. You guys are not treating her properly. You guys are not helping her promote the album properly. Because I thought it was her idea, but now it could be the label's idea.
Or the music just sucks.
I have hope that there's gonna be some good ass music on there, because you can't be rolling out like this and doing all this shit if the music's bad, because it's gonna backfire. And she's very vocal. She's one of the most sensitive artists in the game. She still is Cardi B though. So for example, she had hundreds of people pack the streets of Washington Heights, New York, and it looked like it was Michael Jackson. She was on top of her car, and everyone was crowding her and pushing her car. It looked like it was Michael Jackson in the middle of the streets. And she said that Atlantic Records, she called out Atlantic Records because she said that her record label underestimated the pop out. She did a Bodega Baddie pop out. Phantom was there. A bunch of people were there. And the crowd was so big. She's like, Atlantic, I'm never letting Atlantic do another pop out or plan another event for me ever again. I think I have the audio right here. I'll play it. Because I was like, damn, she's saying this on camera? So she's shitting on her fucking her label on camera and audio. Like she don't give a fuck. She's like, I'll never let Atlantic do some shit or organize some shit like that again. They underestimated, right? Is this album gonna live up to the hype? Is it gonna live up to our expectations? The lack of Spanish feature already worries me because Cardi B, she's Dominican. She's had Spanish hits. You need at least one mega Spanish artist on your album, in my opinion, because it worked the first time around when you had two of them. I like it like that, huge. To this day, you could play it. Timeless hit record. Now, you don't do that again when you could easily. Anyone in the world wants to work with you. You're Cardi B. She could get Bad Bunny. She could get anybody in the world.
I have a theory.
Why are you not doing that?
Because the label made this album.
So, money being an issue, they can't afford a Bad Bunny feature. They don't want to put that money in towards a Bad Bunny feature.
I think it's money, but I also think when you look at who owns the label now, it's Lucian Grange's son. This sounds like a white person album. There's a lot of white people direction. I think when it was QC and it was what's Homeboy's name again? The who used to be the head of QC?
Lear Corn? No, not Lear Corn.
Black dude.
I forgot his name.
He was beefing with Thug recently. When
P?
Yeah. So when P was behind it, when P was the brains, I think P understood, yo, you're Spanish. You're from the Bronx. We're going with that.
Yeah.
That's what we're pushing here. I think there was an understanding in Atlantic, who was the Atlantic, when that first album dropped, who was in that building, they're telling her, hey, this is your appeal. Bro, white people don't know that shit. You think Lucian Grange's son knows who Tokisha is? Like, we got to be honest. I don't think the people who are helping her curate this album are actually guiding her correctly. Because you're absolutely right. Mad Spanish artists you could have put on this shit that are hot right now, that are doing tracks with niggas in New York. Homeboy that made the song with Bass Swag. What's his name again? He
NTG.
Yeah. So many major niggas right now that she's probably aware of, but the label's probably telling her, nah, we got to do it this way. Because the names you just named to me, bro, don't even make sense. Why is Janet Jackson on the album with with Cardi B in 2025. What are we doing? That just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't have hopes of the Janet Jackson song
At
being
all.
a hit record in 2025. Unless
Come
you're
on.
sampling Janet Jackson, like what are we doing here? But
I think it's just bad management by the record label.
there are artists on there that obviously make hits, right? I think the Megan Thee Stallion feature is just gonna be the old song, the WAP. Because I think they're putting Wet Ass Pussy. They're putting it on this album, from what I
Yeah.
remember. So that's gonna be okay. You can't even shouldn't even put that as a track list because you're gonna confusing people. But okay, I guess you can because it still works. It's still true. Tyler makes good music.
I think that's also another label decision.
There's no Afro beats artist. Tyler's the closest thing to it. So that justifies that. But I'm shocked that there's not like no
Thames.
Thames. Like,
Vic,
there's a lot of women though. I do like that the fact that there's a lot of women on this album. I will applaud that. I do like that.
yeah.
There's a lot of diverse women. But as far as
Sounds like more label stuff.
the women that we have, Summer Walker, I fuck with Summer Walker, but damn. Lizzo, I don't think we need Lizzo on a Cardi B album right now. We don't need that.
Yeah, I don't know about
We
that.
You
don't
could have got
need
Doja
that.
Cat. Like, yo, I truly... Kalani makes sense.
That's the one that makes the most sense right now.
and Cash
And
Cobain.
Cash Cobain.
But Vic, I think there's a real possibility here. We're about to see the same thing that happened with Lil Wayne happen with Cardi B. I think you were absolutely right, and every critic was absolutely right with Lil Wayne's album. He can still rap. There's just no team behind him, clearly. And I think you're gonna see that with Cardi B. Cardi B can still rap. She could still make a good song. Like, she still has the ability to like show up and do what she needs to do.
Bodega Baddie. I'm a Bodega Baddie.
But you know what's gonna show up? You're gonna realize who helped make those old songs ain't in the room no more.
Yeah.
Who helped curate the last album ain't around no more. Just like with Wayne, you need a good team, and I'm glad this is happening.
Let me play some Bodega Baddie too.
What does Vic say all the time? What do I say all the time? Yo, we need music to be a collaborative effort again. You weirdo niggas have made it such a bad thing for it to be a team effort and for there to be multiple people in the room helping curate these albums for these rappers. And guess what? That shit is some ass now. It's some mid, bro. You need more than just the artist you glorify. Because you want to know what helped make their music great? The fucking team. I'm telling you, bro. That's just some ass, bro. I heard that shit. That's just ass. You like that?
I like it if there's a Spanish feature on there. That's why I thought like you put like a look at listen to this. What's that sample? La Bodega, no, 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 La Bodega, no, 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 La Bodega, no, no, La Bodega.
Merengue?
Yeah, so you've put like a Bad Bunny, you put a El Alfa, like you make it a dembow, you switch it up, do like a 2-in-1. That would be fire, but we're not gonna get that because it seems like it's just her on the song.
Yo, y'all need
But
to
to
get
push a
Berettas.
whole album behind this song, listen, I'm looking at the future. This Cardi B album is not gonna live up to the first album at all.
Not close.
It's gonna let down a lot of people.
A lot.
But I think it's gonna show you that she still has the ability to rap, and there's gonna be at least one solid, amazing hit on here. So she still has that ability to create hits. Now, what Cardi B does after this, you keep dropping music. You don't take 5 years, 100 years to drop an album. You can't do that. Unless you want to just not do music. You want to sell makeup. You want to sell the whippets. She could sell anything, to be honest with you. She's good at marketing with certain products, etc. But people don't really give a fuck about the marketing if the product is not good. If the music is not up to par, then the conversation starts happening. This album, the conversation's been about the album coming. Once we get the album, if the album sucks, the conversation ends. People are going to ask, when's the next one? They're going to move fast about it. Because I doubt it's going to be a conceptual record, a themed record, right? It's not going to be like a deep dive or like, oh, you can listen to it for 2 years from now. So, you know. So what she should rely on? Hit records. What do you need? Hit makers. Why is there not a Bad Bunny? Like, To me, it just doesn't make sense.
There's not.
It doesn't make sense. Like if you're just relying on Cardi to make the hit on
It's
a
never
song
gonna
with
work.
Janet Jackson, it's not gonna work.
Bro, because there's no team.
And if Megan Thee Stallion's not on here with another song with her, another major record, and you're just doing WAP, this is
Nah,
ridiculous.
it has to be a new track.
You think it's another one?
No,
Has to be a new track.
it's not.
I don't think so,
I don't
bro.
think
Has
so.
to be a new track.
I don't think so.
Has to be a new track.
I think we're very underestimating how shitty of her team is right now. Whoever's behind the marketing is genius.
Yeah, the marketing's been fire.
But you could have a great marketing team and have a horrible team when it comes to the making of music.
But to be honest with you, the marketing's been fire in the past 2 weeks. Prior to this,
was bad.
when she's acting like she's broke and making fun of herself, that's been fire. It's been genius. When she's on the middle of the street in New York,
That's fire.
selling it on the floor, the actual. She also did that where she was on on
the street.
China Street, Chinatown or Chanel Street,
selling it like it's bags.
CDs on the floor, right, with another big ass hoodie hiding her pregnancy. It's like you can see where that's like, oh, okay. Also, Selena Gomez, don't get me wrong, she is a big name. She's like the most followed person on the internet. Don't get me wrong. But let's not act like the Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco album was like a hit album and everyone was talking about it and it went diamond.
That doesn't feel like an industry
Nobody even
decision.
gave a fuck about that album. Like Selena Gomez not hot right now. So it was like, what are we doing? It's not like she's still Selena Gomez. It's gonna have some dope ass TikToks and dope ass social media posts. But if this song's not a hit, then it's not good enough for it to just be whatever it is.
Yo, a bunch of suits and some nerdy ass niggas came together, drew up some numbers, looked at some algorithms, and said, these are the features you need. This was not made by people who are tapped into the culture and the artistry because of the fact, Vic said it best. Why don't you have a major Spanish name here? What are we doing? That's no brainer. You get someone like Bad Bunny on fire. Arcángel, somebody. What are we doing? Rao.
This is her talking about, I guess she flipped a 2 Chainz track. Let me see.
2 Chainz, he came to my studio session. I was like, play some of your shit. And he played this song called Salute. And I was like, oh, I like this record. I want it for myself. And I flipped the verses, female version. His song was like, salute the real niggas. Salute the real niggas. So I flipped and I said, salute the real bitches. And of course, changed the whole lyrics to the song. But I liked his flow and I liked that song and I liked the whole everything. So I was like, give me that fucking record for me.
That could be a hit though. Because 2 Chainz, bro, 2 Chainz was on the Justin Bieber album. Damn, 2 Chainz on a run low key behind the scenes.
Low key behind the
Just
scenes.
2
That
Chainz
last
gonna
2K's
get
album was
credits.
fire.
He gonna get credits that the 2 Chainz Alchemist Larry June album was fire. The 2 Chainz got credits on the Justin Bieber album. Now he's gonna get credits on the Cardi B album. 2 Chainz is making that bread, bro. He's unstoppable. Okay, that sounds interesting. Salute the real bitches. Salute the real bitches. Okay, I gotta hear the beat though. But that's her interview with, I guess, Kelly Rowland. Even that's random. A Kelly Rowland interview, but that's dope. She said to Phantom that she's gonna go on the stream. That's what I want to see. I like that. Also, tomorrow she has a big announcement. She announced that on the Today Show. She's gonna announce it tomorrow morning. So by the time a lot of people check this out during the week, it's gonna be out. I think it's Beyonce or something like that. It has to be a big feature. It has to be, bro. That has to be the announcement, because if you reveal all these features today, tomorrow you announce another one.
Or it could be her saying that she's pregnant.
Yeah, final part of the rollout. I'm pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
That's bad rollout. You know, whatever. We're just gonna keep
No, rollout's good.
that. I hate the antics of a rollout because now we're gonna listen to the album to hear about the pregnancy and the whole thing with Homeboy and Offset. Any shot backs, like, just make good music.
The Selena Gomez and Cardi B song, I guess, is called "Pick It Up." It's a pop banger. Pick It Up, called a pop banger. What's your prediction? Leave a comment down below for the Cardi B album coming out this Friday. We're going to react to it this Friday. Cardi B. Let's see if she still got it. They anticipated one of the biggest anticipated albums in the recent years. People have been talking about this Cardi B album for years for it to come. Am I the Drama dropping? Aside from Cardi B, we had Young Thug. Young Thug, I reacted to it. He dropped a new song, Young Thug, out of nowhere. Again, this time officially out. It's on streaming too. He had it on YouTube officially, but now it's on streaming as well. And it's a new song, and it's addressing everybody, but he's apologetic. The first one that leaked, he was calling out rats, dissing Gunna, dissing everybody, but now he's apologizing to everybody. He apologized to Drake, Lil Baby, Gucci Mane, 21 Savage, his girlfriend Mariah the Scientist. I feel like I'm missing one more person. He apologized to everybody. He mentioned Metro Boomin. Why is he apologizing? There's a bunch of jail call leaks. When Young Thug was in jail for 2 years, a bunch of jail calls. He was on the jail phone, people visiting him on the phone, calling people, and he was talking crazy, disrespecting people. He disrespected, he called Glorilla ugly. He was talking about Future's parenting or lack of parenting that he believes he has, how Future has girls and keeps getting girls abortions.
Oh my God,
getting
just
girls
dry
pregnant.
snitching.
And then he also said that Drake should have or could have reached out to the president to get him out of jail,
That is true.
right? Even though he did reveal later on that Drake did pay and gave a lot of money to him while he was in jail, but he felt like Drake could have done more. Little Baby, I think the Little Baby apology is really more because of the fact that whatever Wham says goes. That's been the rollout for the whole rollout was whatever Wham says goes. Who's Wham? Little Baby. So if Little Baby says that Gunna's a snitch, then Young Thug believes him. He agrees with him. That was the whole rollout for the Little Baby album, for the Young Thug album, singles. All this it's been like a marketing play. Now he reveals Little Baby's not even fucking picking up my fucking call. He's like, Wham, pick up the phone. It's Spider. And he samples like Travis Scott. Pick up the phone, baby. Like that's what he's saying. He's like, pick up the phone. It's Spider. Like that's what he's like interpolating the Travis Scott lyric from the Travis Scott song.
This is so low for fucking Thug, bro.
Nah, that
Little
song
Baby-
goes fire as fuck, nigga.
Little Baby's not picking up the phone. I think it's because of the snitching allegations of Young Thug because the 2-hour interrogation. So now he's like, I know that Little Baby doesn't fuck with me right now because he's questioning my street credibility. You're not picking up the phone? And he's like, yo, there's real rats out here. Don't let this separate us, Little Baby, the Wham. Don't let it come on.
Nigga got
I taught you
clips
everything. He said, I taught you everything you knew.
of them in the past.
Yeah, he's like, I taught you everything you knew. Like, let's not do that. Don't forget about me now.
Praying over his raps of pain, bro.
His girlfriend, why he apologized to his girlfriend?
Oh my God.
Because they're broken up. Why? He cheated on her. He literally cheated on her. It's like
With the girl she
he
had
wanted to get a
legal
girl
issues
pregnant.
with.
Yeah, he wanted to have a baby with a girl. It was on the phone call, on a jail call. He's like, I want to get you pregnant, some shit like that.
Yeah, and it was a girl that he's had legal issues with. I mean, that his girl has.
It was a girl that Mariah Scientist allegedly had a fight with in a club or something like that in the
Yep.
past. So they had history. And we know why now. Allegedly. And also, the Gucci Mane. He apologized to Gucci Mane. I think there was an audio call that leaked with Gucci Mane of Young Thug talking about Gucci Mane. It's one of the only audio call leaks that I didn't hear because there was so many of them. Did I get all of them? So Gucci Mane, Little Baby, Future, the Drake one. He says that he also says to Drake that you and me had an issue. He says that Young Thug reveals that Drake and him had an issue in the past, and the person that actually got them back together was Cash, the Weeknd's manager. And he's like, yo, how did Cash get me, you on the phone, but now you're beefing with Cash? Cash, XO, for those who don't know, allegedly the XO OVO beef is because Cash, XO, at his house, one of the security guards got shot at.
Yeah, even before that though.
And even one of Drake's security guards got shot at. So they're shooting at each other's security guards back to back, allegedly.
Yeah, he's dissing him on Family Matters.
Yeah, and then The Weeknd and Drake have had beef for years because Drake, The Weeknd didn't want to sign to Drake, and there's been this whole scandal and shit for forever. And then The Weeknd probably felt like he found like a fake version of him with the party next door, trying to replace me, trying to discredit me, whatever the case may be. They had a lot of issues throughout the years. Maybe some girl shit behind the scenes. They probably fucked the same girls too. I wouldn't doubt it.
He said it. He
it's
said
Atlanta. It's Atlanta. It's Canada.
No, he said in Family Matters. He
Oh,
said you got mad because I kissed Shorty. Remember?
No, he said I wasn't even kissing her or something.
No, he said all I did was kiss her.
all I did was
You remember that bar?
this nigga Drake. That's true. Nigga, you
Yeah.
fucked her, bro. It's okay.
Yeah, he definitely. Who was it? The famous model, right?
Might have been Bella Hadid or
It was Bella
Gigi Hadid.
It was Gigi Hadid. That's what he was referring to. Yeah, I remember.
God bless.
Yeah.
So he addresses everything, Young Thug on here. He also says that Metro Boomin and you should squash the beef because you guys have some of your best hits together. Your chemistry is undeniable, right? And then people were tagging Metro about this. And Metro was like, shut the fuck up, basically. Like, get the fuck out of here, or whatever the hell. And Metro says he wants to do interviews. Metro, you want to do interviews? Come on here. You owe us an interview. You want to do a podcast interviews? You know you owe us one, Metro. You told me you were down to do it. We can do it. We don't even got to talk about none of this shit. We can just talk about music. But at the same time, you got to talk about this shit. Because Young Thug's talking about it. Everyone's talking about it. So there's no way you can hide from this now. Like, everyone just needs to address it. Especially because I don't think, like, Metro... I doubt he's like gang affiliated or tied to the streets like that. Like, you know, I don't think he needs to necessarily abide by certain codes, etc. He can just share his opinion in interviews. There's nothing wrong with speaking. I think people would love to hear Metro Boomin's perspective on all the shit that's happening. I think it would help him a lot right now. I'm telling you right now. People would care about his music more, like a lot of things more. Currently. Because the backlash he's been getting with that new album has been insane. To be honest, I still haven't even heard that new album. I still gotta listen to it. That new Metro Boomin album. I was so busy that those 2 weeks, those 2 weekends when it came out. But is Young Thug pathetic for this? Is this Young Thug being vulnerable and should be commended? I think that it is commendable, and I think that we never heard Young Thug be this vulnerable, right? He literally says sometimes I feel like my life, like my future ain't shit. Sometimes I feel like my future ain't shit. Like, he's damn near suicidal on this song. It's very dark. He tweeted also, after releasing the song, this was a tweet that let me know that he obviously is going through it. Because he says it. He's like, right here in the tweet, I hope he didn't delete it. He tweeted saying, today is one of those days, broken heart. I'm going through it a little bit, but I'm going to be all right. It's like, damn.
Bro, he's stressed.
And he's lost his friends.
Yeah.
Well, we spoke about it last week in an interview. He said in an interview he's lost his friends. He lost everybody. But to put it on a record and in a song, I think is dope. The song is good. I think it's the best song Young Thug's had in years. It's really good. Especially when he's hitting those notes and hey, like when he does this thing on there. I miss my dogs. You know, I think it's a good song. And I'm glad that he put it on streaming. As he should. That's smart. The album comes out, I think, is it Friday too? I think it's Friday too. Let me double check. When's the Young Thug album? Is it the same as Cardi B? Right? Or is it next month? Young Thug album. I think it's this weekend. Actually, damn. Yeah, it's this weekend. Damn. What's that gonna sound like? Is it if there's no Lil Baby, no Gunna, and no Drake on the album, it's the first time in 10 years that Young Thug's had an album without without Drake, without Lil Baby, or without Gunna. He always has at least one, if not two or three of them on an album that he does. Always. Especially Future. Future and the Gunna for so long. Drake and him have hits. Drake liked the post that Young Thug posted of the song when he was apologizing to Drake. So maybe we get the Drake song or a Drake song. But right now, Drake pushed back the Rod Wave collaboration. He's dealing with leak problems.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get a Drake Young Thug song this weekend.
Nine Vicious also been saying he wants to leave the label.
Nine Vicious. Listen.
This nigga Thug in a bad spot, bro.
He's going through it. He can't focus on you right now, Nine Vicious. You gotta take a year break.
The only nigga that he has left is 21.
21. Yeah, there might be no features on this album. I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at a Young Thug album with no features if it's just him bearing his heart. But I doubt that that's gonna happen because he would have had to made all those songs within his past 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's been very emotional. So
unless he does, because he made these 2 songs that he dropped pretty quick,
and they're good.
Now, if we get a whole album of this, we could get some good shit. We could get some heat,
some sad emotional shit.
But remember, he has had this album done for months.
He might scrap that whole shit. Be like,
you think so?
Let me just tell these niggas about my pain, bro.
It's still the same title though. It's called Ooey Scooty. Ooey Scooty, and it's like the brightest star in the galaxy or some shit. Ooey Scooty, or the brightest planet, some shit like that.
Oh, he's Scooty.
So it's like he's the star. He's the brightest star. It's like a play on that. I would change the title if I was, but I guess you got to roll with the title now. You pushed it out, and it's like
it still matches though with his concept if it is a deep album.
I guess, right?
Ooh, Scooty.
But who are you excited for more this Friday? Young Thug,
Be serious, Vic.
Cardi B.
Be serious.
I think there's another major album this Friday. Who else is dropping this Friday? I forgot who else is dropping. Young Thug. Let me see. Young Thug, Cardi.
This nigga wants me to be excited for the Lizzo Cardi B album. Like, bro, what are we talking about, bro? Let's be honest now, bro. You think I'm running to the Cardi B and Selena Gomez feature?
You don't like Lizzo?
Nah. I'm not a huge fan. I'm sorry. The flutes don't do it. I don't want to hear Cardi rapping over some flutes.
Oh, Destroy Lonely's dropping.
I'll listen to that before I listen to freaking Cardi, bro.
Destroy Lonely.
You're bugging.
Nah, bro. We gotta stop.
Yeah, no. Young Thug and Cardi B, new music this Friday. Leave a comment below how you guys feel. Young Thug going through it right now to a different level. We haven't seen a rapper this vulnerable and this much with or this much pressure with his back against the wall since probably Drake during the height of the Kendrick beef.
Not only that, he's mad vocal about it.
And he keeps tweeting and deleting. So, God bless Thug. Over the weekend, also, a major fight happened. We have Terrence Crawford beating Canelo Alvarez. Round of applause for Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford. Yes, sir. Terrence Crawford, the best fighter in the world. Terrence Crawford whipping ass. Canelo said that Terrence Crawford was fighting and punching harder and better than Floyd Mayweather. Way better. Way harder. And he says that he was impressed by Terrence Crawford. He didn't expect him to be that good. Meanwhile, Terrence Crawford is saying that Canelo Alvarez was not that good. And that Canelo Alvarez wasn't punching that hard. Right? Terrence Crawford, all I want from you is don't fight Jake Paul now. We don't need you to be Tank. You don't need to do no prize fights. Have some integrity. Be you. And just either retire on top right now or rematch Canelo, whip his ass again. You know, but it's pretty insane, right? This guy is, I think he's 30. I think my boy Jordy told me the ages and shit, but I have Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford is older than Canelo, bro. Yeah, Terrence Crawford is 37, and Canelo I think is 34. 35.
Canelo's older. He's 35.
Oh, Terrence is
Crawford is 37.
Yeah, so Canelo's younger.
Canelo's younger, yeah.
Canelo's younger, but Canelo's fought more.
No, way more.
Way
like 30 more. I
like
think
30 more fights than Terrence Crawford.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Canelo gotta retire.
That shit was boring.
The fight.
I found it boring. Like Canelo got outboxed.
Round 11 was fire, and round 12.
Yeah.
But round 11 was
Well, round 11 was the
explosive.
best one. 12, I was over it after that. I'm like, bro, you lost. You're not gonna knock him out. You're not gonna, because this is where I got bothered. I'm not a huge boxing person, so I don't understand the different fighting styles. But what I was viewing was, you're down by round 6.
Mm-hmm.
Your only options is to win every remaining round or knock him out. He didn't change his fighting style.
Yeah.
Bro, Crawford was jabbing him in the face the entire fight. And this nigga Canelo just keeps trying to go inside to get the body shot. I'm like, bro, switch it up. What are you doing? He doesn't do none of that shit. It was bad, bro. It really just showed like Crawford outboxed the hell out of this nigga. It wasn't entertaining for me. It felt like a giant chess match, and Canelo was just not. He just wasn't doing a good job at winning chess, bro. God bless.
You know, I don't see a future now where, you know, even Jake Paul, like Logan Paul is like joking, like saying like Jake Paul could beat Canelo. Right? It's not looking
Good for Canelo.
good for Canelo. We have Oscar De La Hoya, who used to work with Canelo, laughing, right? Saying, because he said that Canelo was going to lose, basically. And it's his whole thing. Floyd Mayweather revealed that he bet $50,000 for Terrence Crawford to win. And he won. He won, I think, like $70,000 on top of that. So he won like $120,000. Floyd Mayweather. It was Mexican, I think, Independence Day or something like that. The day it was happening, the fight. So there was like the dope intro, the songs, the Mexicans were packed there, etc.
This nigga Crawford walked on a Mexican song with a guitar.
Yeah, Crawford took advantage of that. He walked out with a Mexican song, etc. It was just hilarious.
Trolling.
It was trolling him to the highest level. I liked it. People always argue that Crawford's boring and his fights are not like entertaining, but I do think that he has a very high IQ, boxing IQ, and it's just he doesn't really care about trying to be a Floyd Mayweather flashy fighter. And that's what it is. You know, we might get back to that eventually, but that's not the era we're in where people are trying to be flashy and flamboyant, etc.
People are hoping for that, though. They're hoping for them to go blow for blow.
Entertainment.
And they
People
didn't.
want entertainment.
They didn't go blow for blow. It was a chess match. It was dull at times. It just was. At moments, they're just dancing around the entire time.
I think because they both also were just analyzing each other so much. Like
Yeah.
they both know that they were both high skilled, so they were boxing to the point like they were dodging and not trying to get hit. But there was one punch where he caught Canelo. Woo!
Yeah.
That went so viral because when Canelo got fucking punched, bro, Canelo was looking like he smelled some shit. He was like damn, like he smelled like someone took a big ass shit. Like he was like,
Mind you,
whoa, like what the fuck? Like he was shocked.
Crawford went up
He had like a
classes, too.
like an
Like
after effect.
Like, damn, you hit me
Damn,
like
you fucking
that?
hit me like that. What the fuck? What the fuck I do to you?
Bro.
Yeah,
And
that
he
shit
went
was
up
funny.
2 weight classes, bro.
2 weight classes to
It's
beat.
crazy.
Nah, that's
Can
crazy.
did you guys see the video that went viral of Aiden Ross running into his fucking thing and changing the bet?
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
Oh yeah, so there's a conspiracy with Aiden Ross because Aiden Ross was on a stream and he bet money for Canelo, but then he took a phone call and he came back and he said, "No, I'm betting for Terrence Crawford. I'm changing my call." It was an important person that called me, and everyone in the stream is like, "Wait a minute, what are you doing? Why would you say that? What's going on? Do you have an inside scoop?" I don't think that he had an inside scoop. I think he just had like some sort of, debate or whatever. Or maybe like he realized the odds were against Terrence by so much that it's like he can make more money if he bet towards Terrence. Because I think Aiden Ross can afford to lose millions of dollars. I don't think it was that big of a moment where it's like, oh, because that would only happen to me. I believe that it could be like a rigged fight if that's like we can see it. We
Yeah.
see like this shit. We didn't see that. Canelo's getting his ass whooped.
Canelo also wasn't changing his fighting style, though, at all. He did the same thing the entire fight, Vic.
And it wasn't a close fight. It wasn't like Canelo could be at the end of the fight like, hey,
But that's why I think it's
I
rigged.
won it. I think I won it. Because when those fights are like that, when people are like, I think I won it, or I should have won it, or it could have been this, it could have been that.
No, he knew he lost. But I
Yeah.
think that's why it's rigged.
That's what you think is rigged.
Yeah, because why wouldn't you change your fighting styles? He keeps jabbing you. He hit 100 jabs in the head. And he didn't change his approach.
But I
He
feel like
just
every time.
Slipping in for the jab, for the uppercut in the stomach. What are we talking about?
But has it ever been proven in history where people believe a fight is rigged and it comes out that it was in boxing to a fight of this level? I don't think that there
No,
has
I've never
ever
seen
been.
No.
So that's why I think it's bullshit. Because you think someone's just gonna live on forever? Like no boxer's ever gonna reveal like, hey, I got paid to rig this fight. Like back in the day, maybe yes, but I'm talking about like in recent times, like someone got paid to take a dive.
No, right now I can believe it.
But who would get let's say
This-
what
that's-
Canelo will get paid to take a dive?
That Saudi nigga. got
Nah,
money,
bro.
Vic.
I think that the Canelo can
No.
take
No.
money to just do a exhibition fight at this point, or do like
No.
a YouTuber fight, or like a fight Floyd Mayweather. It's
No.
for entertainment.
This is my conspiracy theory.
Why fuck up your record?
Because the Saudi nigga gave you a bag that you never gonna have to fight again in your life with.
Nah,
I think the Saudi but this is the thing. This is
bro,
what a lot of,
Canelo's just reached his time,
Yo,
bro. Canelo looks
let me
older than Terrence
explain.
Crawford.
but let me explain. There are a lot of reasons why people don't like the Saudis. There's a reason why the PGA Tour, the
Live Golf.
the golf niggas, the PGA Tour niggas are so upset and they don't want to be bought out fully by the Saudis. And there's a reason why they're keeping them out of the NFL and they're keeping them out of the NBA. These dudes don't move by integrity for the sport. They do it solely by the money. Then they have an infinite amount of money because they have oil money. I think there is a world where Canelo's like, I don't want to destroy my entire reputation by doing an exhibition fight because that's corny.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather just lose this to a respectable fighter and make a bag that's going to change my life. I could see that happening. And I could see the Saudi nigga doing it because he's writing a plot.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, his name is Turki Al-Sheikh. He is a Saudi Arabian advisor. He also is a sports promoter. This man is worth about $2 to $3 billion, and he is the one backing a lot of these fights, these super fights,
Bro, he got
from
a bag.
across all boxing leagues.
He got a bag.
This man has already a plan for Terrence Crawford's next fight.
That's what I'm telling you.
He
Vic.
says on a tweet, he says, "Can David Benavidez still make 168 pounds?" So now that is going to be the next fight. They're thinking that Terrence Crawford and David Benavidez should be the next fight, and he's willing to put that fight. But I fuck with this guy. Why? Because he's making the fights that people want to see.
Yeah.
I like that this guy is doing these fights.
And he's throwing money at these
And he's
niggas.
throwing the money out because he's willing, I feel like, to take the loss because there's no loss to him. He makes the money somewhere else. He seems to be just really like a sports fan, and he wants to get the shit done for the entertainment of the people. And he's making it done. And at the same time, he is going to make some money. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sure if it's going to be profit because, in my opinion, when you look at that arena with a boxing match, there was a lot of empty seats in there. I'm telling you right now. The thing is, the arena has lights. Every seat has a light.
You talking about that last fight?
Yes.
No, when Canelo and Crawford got in that fight, bro, it was packed.
You think so by the end, maybe?
Yes. Hell yeah. No one stays for the undercards.
I mean,
one's there
I
for the
was looking
undercards.
early.
No. Yeah, you're looking early, bro. I promise you.
It was sold out, supposedly.
no,
but
it was.
I don't know.
No, Vic, yo, when it got to their fight,
God bless.
every single seat in that stadium was packed, bro. Bro, this was the fight of the century, Vic. Everyone was talking about this fight. This was supposed to be the fight, and it was some mid. That's why I'm telling you, in my mind, bro, everyone's saying Canelo just didn't have it, so he just suddenly lost it. Like, no, I really just think there's a chance that this nigga's like, bro, I'm done with boxing. I'm gonna just lose to an honorable fighter.
Wow. As I'm speaking, I'm looking at this guy's account, the Turkey Saudi Arabian guy. This guy has a bunch of social media posts right now with Tom Brady,
Bro.
because he's bringing Tom Brady back to football. Tom Brady's playing for the first time in 3 years a football game on TV, and it's going to be a flag football game. This is crazy. At the Kingdom Arena, I think in Saudi Arabia.
That nigga's about to modernize the Middle East.
What the
Single-handedly,
fuck?
bro.
It's going to be called the Fanatics Flag Football Classic, and Tom Brady's making his return. This is next year in March.
You better hope Saudi Arabia still is intact by then.
Oh, my God. You know, this guy's unstoppable. And the star-studded lineup. Damn.
Bro.
This man is rivaling the NFL now. He's on like this Saudi Arabia. God damn.
Now you're bugging.
He's going crazy. God bless. And you know Brady gonna take that bag. The Emmys recap. The Emmys were last night. There was a lot of very powerful moments during the Emmys. Javier Bardem came out and he condemned the genocide in Palestine. He spoke out about it. He had a kafif. What do you pronounce it? Kafifa? Kafife? Kafif? The scarf? Kufe? I always
I don't know
mispronounce
what
it.
it's called. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
He had the scarf around his neck. He said that he does not plan to work with any movie company, production company that supports the genocide or justifies the genocide in Palestine. This is what this man said. This is one of the biggest actors in Hollywood, Javier Bardem. Right? Right now, his biggest role right now currently in Dune. He's one of the villains in Dune. Right? Dune is still coming, so I'm assuming that whoever runs that, they're not supporting the genocide, because Dune 3 is still slated to come out. And he was promoting that too, so I'm like, okay, so they must be in agreement with him, because if not, he wouldn't fuck with them. That's a big declaration to make at the Emmys. Aside from that, the Emmys censored their live stream show. It was censored when award winner Hannah, this actress from Hacks, the comedy on HBO, she went on stage and she said, "Go Eagles." I guess she's a Philadelphia fan. She said, "Fuck ICE and free Palestine." And they censored her when she said, "Fuck ICE." Right? This went super viral. This was a major moment during the Emmys. Two major moments back to back where it got political. People were voicing their opinion. There was another one. Where is it right here? Oh, she also said afterwards, they asked her, "Hey, Why did you do that? She said that it's my obligation as a Jewish person to distinguish Jews from the state of Israel. Our religion and our culture is such an important and long-standing institution that is really separate to this sort of ethno-nationalist state. She's a Jewish actress. Wow. I didn't even know she was Jewish and she was doing that. Powerful moment. Also, another powerful moment, Stephen Colbert. Bro, 2 months after CBS announced that they're canceling The Late Show,
Yeah.
CBS wins an Emmy for The Late Show. And the entire crowd, the whole entire Illuminati stood up on their feet and they applauded and they clapped for Stephen Colbert and they chanted his name, Colbert, Colbert, Colbert. The irony is crazy. That shit is nuts. It doesn't change anything though. It's not like CBS is gonna be like, actually we're gonna keep you because you keep winning us awards and people love you. We're gonna keep you. Nope. You know, not if in my opinion, not if Daddy Trump has anything to say about it. That shit's not happening.
I don't know if the Emmy and the people there are a reflection of how American citizens feel about the Colbert Show, but God bless.
Listen, I'll tell you this much. The whole crowd stood up, bro.
That's great. That's a room of your peers. I hope they would, who don't like Trump either.
Listen, you got Jack Nicholson, coke that head up, ass, waking up or standing up. That would be crazy. You got to stand for something. You know, the whole crowd. But that shit was a dope moment. The Severance actor won. Tremolo Tillman. He won for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series. He's the first black man ever to win this award at the Emmys. That's a big moment. That's a big moment right there. He deserves that. Severance, he's a fucking phenomenal actor in Severance.
Yeah, he did a great job.
A big upset. Stephen Graham. This man won the lead actor Emmy. People are saying that he snubbed Colin Farrell for The Penguin. I thought Colin Farrell for The Penguin was going to win the award. He did not. Sophia Falcone won, as she should, because Sophia Falcone's phenomenal actress, good character. She killed that shit. Stephen Graham, for those who don't know, is a show on Netflix called Adolescence, where it's shot with one camera. Phenomenal show. It has was the black actor from Top Boy. Damn, the London actor. Why I keep forgetting his name? Ashley Walters. Ashley Walters. I acted with him. That's my acting peer. Shout out to Ashley Walters. He was in the show as well, but the guy who's a producer, a part of creating the show, and actually the main actor, he's the guy that plays the dad, because the show's about red pill. What are they called? What's the term when like someone hates women or whatever, but they're a kid growing up, and like
he's an incel.
Incel. The show's about like a incel kid, and this whole thing. That's what the show's about, and the father going through the idea of, spoiler alert, the kid killing a young girl, murdering a young girl. It's a good ass show, bro. It is a good ass show. And the father having to cope with that because the son's in jail and the son's calling him from jail. It's a good ass show. But the Penguin, I think the Penguin's better. God bless. But shout out to Stephen Graham though. He did his shit though. Still, I gotta give it to him. This is my girl right here, Kristen Milotti, accepting the Penguin Award.
Incredible DDR, incredible crew, HBO, my agents, Dean and Danny and Larry, and I want to also thank Casey and Sarah and Dylan and Matt and everyone at DC. Thank you so much. I love you and I love acting so much.
You would have thought she was talking about cocaine. I love it. I love acting so much. Woo! You would have thought she was talking about cocaine or she did some coke. But I love that type of
She was so happy.
enthusiasm, because she said, because I'm a diehard, like I love superhero shows and stuff. I remember watching her interview months ago when she was talking about the Penguin role, and she basically saying her whole life she was like living up to this, waiting for this moment in her whole life, that character. And you could tell when you watch the show, because she kills that character. She's really good at that character.
Because I remember her like in comedy stuff, but I never seen her in a serious movie.
No, she killed that shit. Adolescents sweeped a lot. Also, another person that sweeped was Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen. I keep talking about the show with Eric. There's another show that's shot with one camera, and it's on Apple. It's called The Studio. And it's a show about executives.
Yeah, I'm on the. I already finished the first season.
And it's about people making shows and making movies.
Yeah, it's a really good show.
Phenomenal show.
Phenomenal.
You have fucking Martin Scorsese
that
acting,
so funny,
doing
bro.
comedy.
Oh my god.
You have these actors doing like, and the girl,
the Kool-Aid movie they keep
the
trying to sell.
Kool-Aid movie. Nah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's hilarious, bro.
Sal Saperstein. You know what I'm saying? He didn't thank him when he won the award.
Yeah.
But
so funny.
It's insane. Seth Rogen said, "I never won anything in my life. When I was a kid, I bought a used bowling trophy as from an estate sale, a yard sale." You know, he created the show, and it's a hit show.
No, it is.
This show is phenomenal.
The irony is if the studio takes over season 2 and ruins it.
I know, right?
That would be funny.
I'm gonna look up. I think he broke like a record. Let's see right here. Yeah, the studio and Seth Rogen broke the record for the most primetime Emmy won awards by a comedy series in a single year.
Wow.
They won 13 Emmys in total. Round of applause for the studio. Good ass show. Watch that shit.
He's been carrying comedy for years.
Bro,
Like independent comedy, Seth Rogen has been carrying it on his back.
And Tim Cook was there
Oh, for real?
with the Emmy. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because it's Apple. It's an Apple show. Look at Tim Cook with his Emmy. Tim Cook with his Emmy in his hand. Happy as fuck.
Bro. He really got HBO the hell out of here.
Yo, they are cooking. Apple is the new HBO.
Because the only thing HBO...
This is crazy.
The only show on HBO that matters is the one with John Cena. But I heard that one's pretty good. I
Oh,
haven't seen it
Peacemaker.
yet. Yeah.
I got to watch the new season. Haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I haven't.
Seth Rogen joked when he had all the awards walking around. He's like, I feel like I'm Beyonce.
That's funny. He's hilarious.
Ah! Oh my god.
So funny.
No, listen, I fuck with the show. I fuck with what Seth Rogen did. Also, shout out to my guy Noah, the actor Noah, who won for The Pit. And The Pit won a couple awards as well. The Pit, another show that everyone should watch, a 24/7 show where it's 24 hours like inside of the ER, and every episode's an hour. Episode 1 is 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Episode 2 is 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Phenomenal show. And everyone that I speak to that works in the nursing, doctors, they keep saying that this is the most accurate hospital show ever, The Pit. And it came out last year, the first season on HBO. But the main actor, Noah, he kills that shit. The Pit, The Studio, Adolescence, The Penguin. Go watch. There's a lot of good ass shows out right now. There's a lot of good ass shows. That's my Emmys recap. I love the Emmys every year when it happens. I feel like a nerd. I want to go one year just to sit in the fucking crowd. Speaking of actors though, Charlie Sheen. I don't know if you guys have seen this. The biggest documentary out right now is Charlie Sheen's documentary. He has a brand new documentary on Netflix.
Insane.
And he has a brand new book he released. And he's going around. He's doing every podcast in the world. He's on Joe Rogan's podcast. I'm halfway through the podcast. I got to finish the rest of it. I watched the documentary over the weekend, 2-part documentary, and it's a phenomenal documentary. Charlie Sheen was the first, like, actor rock star. Like, it was insane. His story of, like, how he fell into this drug addiction and he got fired from a show where he was making, I think, like, $40 million a year or some shit like that on the Two and a Half Men.
I was about to say 2.5 Men. It has to be.
And I used to watch 2.5 Men all the time.
Yeah, me too.
Bro, this man sabotaged his whole life because of his addiction. And he revealed for the first time ever, and he spoke for the first time ever, that he would get so high off coke that he started fucking men. He started fucking men.
He definitely fucked his co-star on that show.
And he alluded to saying, like, hey, whoever wants to talk about it, you know, I'm not going to say no names. If they want to speak about it in their own time, they can, whatever, you know. But this is the first time I'm speaking about it. I think he fucked actors.
Yeah.
I think he fucked actors. So that's what he kind of was alluding to, like, that happening, like, being with other actors and shit. Like, he didn't say he's gay, necessarily.
Okay.
like, you know, he didn't come out per se. It's not like he's interested in dating men. He never had the interest of being with men ever before he got on coke and he started fucking men. This is what he said. There's also a story that Charlie Sheen, right, was so famous that he was on an airplane, bro, and the pilot recognized him while he was flying the airplane, and this pilot let Charlie Sheen get into the fucking cockpit and let Charlie Sheen fly the airplane. And Charlie Sheen was flying an airplane packed with people. He could have crashed the airplane. Charlie Sheen was drunk flying an airplane. He has a photo. There's a photo online and everything when he took a photo when he was in the cockpit with the guy. Crazy. But this was the era that Hollywood was back then, where like you would be so famous. First of all, I think that pilot had to be fired or probably banned for life because it doesn't make sense. Like that's extremely fucking dangerous. But if you are, would you let it, like if you are that, like, you know, you're on the plane and the pilot recognizes you and he's cool with you and he wants to let you sit in the would you do that? I would be shitting bricks, bro. I would never do that in my life.
Fuck yeah.
You would do it?
bro.
Y'all
Oh, yeah.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I just be like, yo, this shit on autopilot? All right, cool. Say
Yeah.
less.
I can't do it.
You wouldn't try to fly a plane?
Hell no, bro. I'll be nervous and just crash. Like, ah!
Nah, bro.
I mean, you could put it like a button you could press that puts it back in autopilot because that's what they did. Because once they saw that Charlie was shaking it too much, he said that they put it back in autopilot for him.
That's wavy.
But that's just too crazy to me. That's just too
Barrel
crazy
roll
to me.
that bitch real quick.
Hell yeah. Do a little dip in the air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
What?
saying? You know, that's just too crazy. But
He probably did a line with the pilots.
Probably.
I would recommend you guys to watch it. It's a pretty good documentary, and it shows you like his beginnings and like how he got his ex-wife was in there, Denise Richards, famous actress, and she was crying, talking about how she still loves him. It was emotional, bro, and how there was one time where that co-actor in Two and a Half Men,
She found him fuck him the man.
listen to this, she walked in, so he was filming Two and a Half Men, and he'll be high out of his mind, and he'll be fucking hookers while he's filming the show. Right, so he'll be like at home after shooting, whatever the case, in his trailer, and she went in, and the co-actor was there. I'm gonna look him up his name because he's actually a good ass actor. Let me do.
Bro, that's why he
But the
played
other
that
white
role
guy-
so well, bro. Jesus Christ. He was just taken from his own life.
The other actor, John Cryer. John Cryer. He played Alan Harper. For the first time ever, he never spoke about like Charlie Sheen and shit like this ever. But the people were waiting because the show was so big. Like, wait, was John gonna be in the documentary? He's in it. She walked in. His ex-wife walked in, and he was with the guy, right? And he was like, "What are you doing here, Denise?" Like the guy was asking, like, "What do you do? Charlie's in the room, or what do you do? What are you here for?" And she was like, "I want to make some sandwiches." She started making sandwiches, and then the hookers came down. This is his wife. And then he's like, "Are you gonna make them sandwiches?" And she made sandwiches for the hookers. and she was like, just because she was like, you know, just because like they do sex work doesn't mean like they don't need to eat too. So I made them some sandwiches. It wasn't gourmet, but it was like ham and has turkey,
Knowing that
mayonnaise,
they're sleeping with her husband?
bro. But it's like she had to, because the studio would call her, the creator of the show would call her over, like, come check on Charlie. She had to kind of babysit him still, because she like was that close to him still, or in the past, or she still loved him. You know, she wasn't like fuck off or forget about him. She still had love for him. Crazy documentary, bro. This guy lived a hell of a life.
Them
Like,
writers are sick. Them writers saw Charlie's life and said, let's take from this.
you know that Charlie Sheen was supposed to be the Karate Kid.
Yeah, he was.
He was supposed to be the Karate Kid, but
remember
the
that.
Karate Kid didn't want to wait 2 weeks for him because he was doing some other shit. I think he was doing the Platoon or he was doing something else, and they didn't wait 2 weeks. He could have been the Karate Kid, but he says he dodged a bullet because obviously the actor from the Karate Kid became so big that he's only known as that,
Yeah.
and it's true. It is true. Ralph Macchio, but hey, who knows? That could have been still a big moment for him. Charlie Sheen beat Michael Jordan at basketball with his dad. They played basketball against Michael Jordan. They beat Michael Jordan. It's on camera.
He's probably on coke.
No, it was pre-coke, and it's on camera. They lived crazy. There's a lot of wild moments. I'm like, what the fuck? This guy he did a whole tour, right? So he got canceled, the show. He became so big after that interview where he was like Tiger's blood and like winning, I'm winning. I got Tiger's blood, I'm winning. And he's like coked out and blah, blah, blah. that Live Nation approached Charlie Sheen. He's like, hey, do you want to take this on tour? He's like, what the fuck am I going to take on tour? I'm not an artist. Like, just talk about your life, right? And he went on tour to talk about his life and going out, and people packed the shows out, selling out tickets to go see Charlie Sheen. But guess what? He was still on coke, still doing drugs, so they were pissed off. This show was awful. It's like, why the fuck are you going to see Charlie Sheen? What do you think? He's not a performer. Like, what were you expecting?
He's not a stand-up comedian.
Everyone mad after, like, oh my God, Charlie Sheen's, the show sucked. I want my money back. No, like, this is what you went to go see. But he was like a rock star, like, to a different level. Like, it was insane. People always thought that he was gonna die. All his friends always thought he was gonna die. Everyone, his family, always felt like he was gonna die. But he survived. To this day, he's alive. And he's been sober for, like, I think, like 8 years or something like that. So now he's talking about it, opening up about this and everything that's happened in his life to a different level. Because, like I said, he's never revealed the fact that he slept with men, but he's talking about it. Good ass documentary. I forgot how big of a Charlie Sheen 2.5 Men fan I was.
Yeah.
When I looked, I'm like, damn, I used to watch this show all the time.
When Ashton Kutcher took over, I was like, this show's ass now.
Yeah,
I
no.
stopped watching.
Ashton Kutcher became the new 2.5 Men role for over Charlie Sheen, but Ashton Kutcher was getting paid like $700,000 a year or a season. Or maybe, let me see, it might have been an episode. Hold up.
It might have been.
Nah, I think it was an episode.
Mind you, that shit went to ass after that.
I think it was an episode. Let me see right here. Let me see.
Bro, when he became...
Yes, Ashton Kutcher was getting paid $700,000 per episode of 2.5 Men.
Because that was...
Annual salary.
He was on fire
of $15 million, guys.
Yeah, he was on fire at the time. That's why. That show was huge.
Yeah, but meanwhile, the show was very huge because they pre-sold seasons. They were pre-selling seasons because the season was so successful. They were pre-selling seasons. But meanwhile, you look up Charlie's salary.
Man.
Charlie was making $2 million per episode. He was the highest paid actor on television.
That was like peak sitcom.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, that show was hilarious, bro.
And they kept offering him more and more money until eventually
they killed him.
They killed him off and shit. And he had to go the Ashton Kutcher, because it became too much.
His death was so ridiculous.
His father, famous actor as well, Martin Sheen, declined to be in the documentary. His brother also, Emilio Estevez, famous actor, declined to be in the documentary. They watched it, supposedly. They approved of the documentary, but they did not want to be in a documentary. I wish his dad was in a documentary because his dad is so important in his life. It's insane, bro. His dad tried his best to have this man fix his life and avoid everything, and he was so worried for him as a kid. It's insane. But his dad has a history of drugs as well. So obviously, that's what he says it himself. Basically, that's where it comes from. You can see it. He saw as a kid. His father was in Apocalypse Now, one of the best movies of all time. And his father was like having psychotic breaks on set and going crazy during that movie.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You could call it method acting, but it was just insane. Charlie Sheen documentary. Phenomenal documentary. I think it's fucking great. Go check it out. Winning. I forgot how big Charlie Sheen really was. This shit put it back into perspective for me. He really was, like, if he made music.
He made music on the show?
Nah, but if he made like albums, music for real, he would have had a whole career. I'm telling you, 'cause that's how big he was. Like, he was just like everlasting type of energy, But the documentary now, I'm hearing it's breaking records on Netflix, and everyone's talking about it. So go check it out. The Charlie Sheen documentary. It's called AKA Charlie Sheen, because that's not even really his name. Charlie Sheen. Let me see. Charlie Sheen's real name. It's a lot of random shit that I did not know. His real name is Carlos Erwin Estevez. His stage name in honor of his father was Charlie Sheen. Bro, everything be a lie when you research it. It's like, what?
His name is... He's Spanish, right?
I don't know if he's Spanish, but I'm assuming his mom or someone got to be, because Estevez.
Yeah, no, I always knew he was Spanish.
He had to be. He had something in him.
I always said he don't look fully white.
He had something in him. Also, we have Chris Brown. Chris Brown's going viral because Chris Brown brought out Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend, Kayla Nicole. His ex-girlfriend, the one that everyone was going crazy over. Oh, my God, he left this black girl to be with Taylor Swift, whatever, right? He brought her out to stage while he was performing, and he was freaking on this girl. Look at this shit. Chris Brown, I think she's pregnant. I think she's pregnant right now, actually. Chris Brown got her pregnant. That should be I think that's the next headline. Chris Brown gets his woman pregnant. Look at this. Right here. He grabbed her, choked her up a bit, pounding her as her legs are up in the air. She's thrown up a fake hat. Look at he's choking her. Jesus Christ. What is going on? I think if this is your girl, what are you doing? If she has a man and he sees this, look at. Oh, they kiss. Basically. Damn.
Yo. That's 30 bodies.
Yo.
That's 30 bodies, bro. What are you talking about? That's insane, bro. Bro, he's air humping your shorty, bro. Like he's giving a deep stroke.
I feel like he nutted.
She's returning it too, right there.
Look at that.
Oh no.
What the hell?
Oh no.
And this is like a sex couch. He has like a sex couch on stage.
He don't even got to do all that. Just looking at Chris Brown on stage is 10 bodies.
God bless.
No.
Wait, that guy left her for Taylor?
He left her for Taylor, yeah. But it's like, come on. It's not all looks and come on, guys. Come on, guys.
No, what is it?
She's a beautiful girl, too. She's a beautiful girl, but who knows? There had to be trouble in paradise. Something must have happened. But, yeah, Chris Brown.
He's crazy. Nigga. That's crazy.
Take you down.
He's taking that
He
down.
really took her down.
Bro,
he
he's
took her down.
Destroying it, bro. What? Yo.
Two quick last topics. I have the Bruno Mars, Travie Mccoy. You guys remember Travie McCoy had that song, I Wanna Be a Billionaire, where Bruno Mars, right? Travie McCoy has officially come out and revealed the real story behind this song. He says that he wrote it with Bruno Mars and that afterwards Bruno Mars has basically forgotten about him. Bruno Mars, he fought for Bruno Mars to have a meeting with Atlantic Records. This was before Bruno Mars was on the major label, and he helped Bruno Mars get that meeting. Right? I'll play the clip right here.
I saw that this morning.
I found this very interesting because I've always wondered how the fuck did this song happen and why did these guys never work together ever again? For those who don't know, Travie McCoy was Gym Class Heroes. You guys remember Gym Class Heroes, no?
Yeah.
Gym Class Heroes, bro. Talk about a throwback. But this song is obviously...
You, Bruno Mars, produced by the Smeezingtons. Where did the song start?
Bruno Mars didn't exist before Billionaire. I love that motherfucker to death. But I have to set the record straight. I was like, yo, I need a vibey, reggae-tinged. Bruno's like, say less. And the next day I come in, he has a top line. I wanna be a billionaire. But then he goes, standing next to Diddy and the Queen. I said, skirt!
So that's the original lyric. Standing next to Diddy. Does it say that still? No, it doesn't say that, right?
No.
We would have known that.
I forgot who it was. But it does say Queen.
Nah, then it might say Diddy still.
I think
Let's look it up.
does.
You think that's the official lyric still?
I think it did say Diddy back
Yo,
then.
what is going on? Are we getting old?
While you look for that, it was two chats that I didn't get the chance to read. Gian the Don with $4.99. Thank you for not shying away from important topics and focusing on emphasizing humanity and respecting each other's rights.
Appreciate that, bro.
Appreciate you, my brother. And then the other one was Bev Gaming with the 5. This for y'all to react to AZ Sheikh on Kai Cenat and Mafia-thon freestyle.
So he says, appreciate y'all.
Appreciate
Thank you very
y'all.
much. Thank you.
Thank you.
It says
Oprah. and the
Oprah?
Queen.
standing next to Oprah and the Queen. Thank God he changed it, because if he had Diddy, that shit would have aged bad now.
Bad as fuck.
But that's what Diddy was. Diddy is to this day. It's like he symbolized
as
the
the Queen.
fame. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel rich even being next to these people. Okay, but he said skirt.
Let's rearrange this. This where it gets crazy. We did Billionaire, Dr. Feelgood, We'll Be Alright. Album's done. Julie Greenwell's like, Billionaire's a single.
Julie was the president of Atlantic at the time.
She's like, but nobody knows this Bruno kid.
That
If
also
this is
got
gonna be your
debunked.
first
That's not
single
true.
on your first solo album, like need somebody known. Let's have CeeLo do it. I said, Julie, you obviously didn't listen to the album I sent you because we have CeeLo on Dr. Feelgood that we did with the Smeezingtons.
She just went and looked and saw who was already signed to the label and has a good voice.
She's like, but Bruno doesn't have a name. I'm like, I don't give a f. Nobody can sing this the way he did.
Wow.
I'm battling with the building, bro. I'm battling with Atlantic Records
Yeah.
about this single. So I said, Julie, I'm not putting out Billionaire as my first single without Bruno. Trust me on this. We put out Billionaire with Bruno. 3 weeks later, I'm in Atlantic Records with Bruno, Aaron Bayshook, myself. After Billionaire's already sizzling, doing his thing, he's going into a meeting where he's playing his shit.
Yeah, I want to be an artist. Here's what's up. I'm not just the writer in the Smeezingtons.
So the first song he's gonna play is Just the Way You Are. Like, he's sweating. He's like, Trap, should I play him something else? I was like, no, go in there and play Just the Way You Are with your fucking chest popped out.
Yeah.
Like, hey, if y'all don't take this, I'll take it elsewhere. He goes in there, your eyes, your eyes. I watched the whole fucking room go. I looked at him, I'm like, he didn't want to play them. Wow. So his first single is Bruno Mars, Just the Way You Are. I had to fight tooth and nail to get them to keep Bruno on the song that we wrote together because according to them, he didn't have a name.
That's so crazy.
But does Bruno reach out and say, hey, Trav, how you doing? Hell no. But do I take offense to it? Absolutely not. I know the fight I fought for him.
Yeah.
Whether he decides to accept that, it's on him. I could give two.
Yeah.
Thank you for what you did for me, and I hope you appreciate what I did for you. That's it. I don't want to be looking, oh, he was the guy that rapped. No, these were my songs. I want to do this with all due respect. He was Bruno Earth when I met him. He became Bruno Mars after Billionaire. But
Bruno Earth when I met him.
So,
and then he shot off into the stratosphere after Billionaire and became Bruno Mars.
So
This is a Go With Elmo podcast. Shout out to Go With Elmo podcast.
yeah, some of the Bruno fans debunked the shit out of this. So,
Really?
Yes, this song.
Dun-dun-dun.
Watch this.
Plot
This-
thickens.
Yeah, this song peaked at number 4.
Really?
It dropped March 9th, 2010, right? You want to know what dropped before that? The B.O.B. and Bruno Mars song, Nothing on You. That peaked at number 1.
What?
And it dropped December 15th, 2009. They knew who Bruno Mars was. I remember this. This is when I knew he was full of shit because I'm like, wait a minute, that timeline doesn't make sense in my head. The first Bruno song I ever heard was the B.O.B. song. That dropped first.
How's it go again?
Crap.
What's
Hold
the
on.
B.O.B.? Because don't they have 2 songs together?
This is the big
Yeah,
one, though.
and the one is like
You're beautiful.
Just, no.
Wait,
no.
no, that's one.
I got you right now.
That's Travie Mccoy. But do they have another one that says
yeah,
beautiful?
yeah. It's
All over
The world. But that's the one
I
that came
could
out
be
before this one?
Yes, and it came out
Nothing
the
on
year
You?
before in December. Peaked at number 1.
Nothing on You, baby.
Then Billionaire came out. Niggas knew who Bruno Mars, and Bruno Mars had writing credits on 4 major songs before that. Before this song, B.O.B. song came out. He's full of shit.
Damn,
He's
Travis.
jaded.
I fuck with you, Travie McCoy, and I fuck with Gym Class Heroes, but if the timeline's like this, then you are an inaccurate, my friend.
And you're a little jaded.
People knew who Bruno Mars was before
They did.
Billionaire. They did. And he had a song that was more successful than Billionaire prior to Billionaire.
Mm-hmm. The song was already being put on playlist February 2nd, 2010, 3 months before they dropped their song together.
It's crazy though because where's Gym Class Heroes today? Where's Travie McCoy today? Where's Bruno Mars today? Where's B.O.B. today?
Joe Budden podcast was talking about the B.O.B. thing.
It's crazy. Where's B.O.B.?
He caught lightning with 2 songs. Never came back from it.
B.O.B.
Free
had
fall.
had hits. I was
He had
going
2.
through. I was legit going through his music.
The other day?
Yeah, the other day, no bullshit, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot about these.
The Lupe song, that Bruno song.
He had like 4 or 5 that were like
Yeah. He just couldn't keep it up.
hits.
I felt bad. He's probably still making money off that.
The one with T-Pain.
Oh, I forgot about that.
He had a few, bro. He had a few. People downplay B.O.B. He had a few, bro.
No, I believe it.
The one with the fucking Ty Dolla Sign,
Mm-hmm.
bro.
I went down this rabbit hole. What'd you find?
No, I'm on the pod.
Oh, okay. I went down this rabbit hole with Philly cheesesteaks in Philadelphia. There's this thing in cheesesteaks. If you're from Philly and you're watching, let me know in the comments. I didn't know this shit was this deep. but there's like a beef and competitive energy between the cheesesteak creators and companies and restaurants in Philadelphia about who makes the best cheesesteaks. This guy who goes by the name of Pat's Cheesesteak, according to him, he made the original. His father made the original Philly cheesesteak.
The white dude, right?
The white dude. He's gone viral in this clip now.
And they were saying that's
where
just ass.
he's going off on haters and commenters because they're saying that he doesn't make a good cheesesteak.
Mad niggas in the comments like, this is ass,
And
bro.
he sounds like his ego's hurt. But I fuck with this shit because I feel like this only made me want to go to Philly to try his fucking cheesesteak.
Niggas in the comments are like, no seasoning? Question mark.
Because the way that he was defending his cheesesteak with his life was crazy.
I'll tell you this. When I was in Pennsylvania, bro, I had the best cheesesteak down there that I've had,
Where?
bro. It was in a...
Geno's?
No. It was in a bar. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, the best cheesesteak I ever had was in
It was in a bar that were doing
downtown.
comedy night that night. That cheesesteak was fucking amazing.
Now I'm getting hungry. Look at this. This is the cheesesteak right here that Pat's made.
Pat steaks, we use real ribeye meat. We don't chop it up. We don't do all that stuff that people do to make it look like there's more meat in the sandwich.
Damn! Already one shot. We don't do that shit that people do with the fucking put more meat in a sandwich. We use the real ribeye meat.
We use that real shit, nigga.
Oh, shit.
It's real. The animal gave its life for us. You don't have to beat it up to death.
Damn!
All right, he's doing too much.
What are you talking?
He's doing too much. What are you talking about, bro? You don't gotta beat it up.
It keeps getting better and better.
You don't gotta beat it up.
This is the way the sandwiches were made originally. This is the way we still make our sandwiches. Because most of the people that come here still have teeth.
God.
Yo, why you subbing niggas?
What the fuck are we talking? Most of the people
Wait.
that come here still have teeth.
Is he talking like about? Is he subbing
What are
drug
you-
addicts?
Yeah, what are you saying? Is it babies that don't? What is it?
That
Babies with no
don't eat
teeth?
What are we talking
Old
about?
people with dentures?
They can eat with their teeth.
That's
You don't need
it.
to,
That's it.
Listen.
No sazon, bro.
you don't
that
need
was
to
in
chop
one
it up
spot.
like baby food.
Oh, here?
You don't need to chop it up like baby food. Like all the other places that chop the sandwich up. Like baby food.
Like baby
Baby
food.
food.
We got that ribeye
Yeah,
meat over
meat
here.
here.
Like, it's the
Fuck
best
you
thing I've ever
talking
seen,
about?
bro. This
The
is
best cheesesteak in the state, nigga.
He's making a lot of meat right away, though. Look at
a
this.
lot of meat.
Real
Pause.
ribeye. See the way it looks?
That shit probably costs $40.
So all you people that have cheesesteak places that think you're doing something different, why don't you do it like the original? Like a
Look at the girl in the back. She's so concerned.
She's the staff, the girl, the employee behind him is laughing and nervous at the same time. She doesn't know whether she should stay in the camera shot or leave. She doesn't know what to do.
Bro, this is crazy.
was originally. See what I mean? There's no chopping, there's no noises. It doesn't sound like a railroad crossing in here.
What's wrong with him? Nah.
God damn.
Bro, this nigga's a hater.
Who is he? He's like, but he's coming
subbing
at someone
somebody.
specifically.
He's subbing somebody
and
specifically.
if you're in Philly, you know who he's talking about.
Hell yeah. You know he got beef with somebody.
With the ding, ding, ding. We don't do that here.
Damn.
Damn.
None of that stuff happens here.
He might be subbing his son, nigga. You know how that goes.
Imagine.
Probably.
They always
All
leave
you
and they start
haters
their own
out there
thing.
living in your mother's basement.
Damn.
Damn. God damn.
Out there living in your mother's basement.
I live in
This
a
is the
fucking
way the
basement.
cheesesteaks
That
are
ass.
made.
I live in
While you're playing Dungeons and Dragons. Do some research.
This is how cheesesteaks are made while you're playing Dungeons and Dragons. Do some research.
Nigga sounds like a lady.
God damn.
That's
Research.
grown man hate. Because he said Dungeons and Dragons. Like, niggas still play that shit.
yeah.
Why? Because you got an iPhone, all of a sudden now you're an influencer? Influencer spelled backwards is unemployed. Goofball. That's
Oh my god.
Yo, bro.
This man got a lot to say, bro.
Nah, one of these niggas made an IG real trashing this shit, bro.
Bro, go check his Yelp, bro. That someone had to hate it.
Nah,
Yo, what the fuck is
that's
going on?
Crazy. Unemployed losers crazy.
Do I sound a little angry? No, not really. Because I'm classically trained. I'm a chef.
I'm a chef. I'm classically trained. Who the fuck trained you, nigga?
Fucking Guy Fieri.
I can critique food. I'm not sitting in my mother's basement trying to make stuff up.
Bro, someone thrashed him in the comments.
That's a steak sandwich. My Uncle Pat invented that in 1930.
What is
That actually looks good though. I'll eat that. I fuck with onions. Marlon probably hates this stuff because of onions.
That shit looks disgusting.
Where's the cheese?
Not yet. You gotta wait for the final finale. Watch.
Nobody else
That
did.
nigga threw a whole onion
This is
on
a
that
cheesesteak.
shit. Disgusting.
It gets
With
better,
Cheese
guys.
Whiz, Kraft Cheese Whiz. We've been selling these since the 50s.
Oh my god, that fake cheese,
If you
bro.
don't like it, don't eat it.
Oh god, bro.
No, that don't.
That's that
that
block
one-
cheese.
yeah.
Ah.
No. I'm not.
No
I do
wonder,
not like
Pat.
it.
You
don't like it, don't eat it.
No
Bye.
wonder, Pat. No wonder.
What is this fucking bullshit cheese? He putting
That's-
fake
that's-
cheese
that's
on this
fake
shit.
cheese. That's
that block
processed
cheese.
Cheese
bro.
whiz.
This nigga said cheese whiz proudly too.
Gross.
Why
Gross.
would you put cheese
Cheese
whiz
whiz
on
on
a
a
Philly
steak and
cheesesteak,
cheese,
bro?
Nah, Pat.
Nigga, where's the American cheese, the Swiss cheese? Like, this is nasty, bro.
That's all there is to it.
No, there isn't. That's not
Have a
true.
nice day.
Have a nice day. It's crazy. So much white sass, bro. He looks so angry and sweaty, bro.
We might have to go down to
No,
Philly
no, we're not.
to taste this.
Pat, that
Nigga,
ain't the one.
That ain't the
Is
one, bro.
Pat's
That ain't
steak?
the one.
Who has the best Philly cheesesteak? Is it not Pat? Is it Pat?
No.
I saw some comments say that Pat's the OG, but
That's,
I'm not eating
it's a
that.
tourist
I'm not eating
attraction
I'm
location.
not eating that.
not eating that, bro.
It's a tourist attraction location.
That's
but
cool.
It's not the best.
Not
Like
eating
for
that.
real, supposedly. I don't know.
I'm not eating fucking half a pound of onions and then fucking cheap block cheese.
bro. That nigga put cheese whiz on that shit like
Oh
he did something,
my god,
bro.
That shit looks like the one straight out the can. That shit's
Oh,
nasty.
nah.
Someone gotta play
Nasty.
like ether dun, dun, dun,
Mhm.
behind
In the
him while
background,
he's just
while
going off
talking
more
crazy.
and more, going off more and more. God bless. So, but shout out to if you tapped it in the chat, let us know. Philly, we locked in.
Disgusting, bro.
We gotta go to Philly, try all this shit out.
I'm not trying that out. You got that. You can let me know how that block cheese tastes all up in your mouth.
Oh my god,
Nigga, you're gonna be pooping all night.
Listen, also famous YouTuber Gideon does this thing where he finds these people who are alleged child molesters or alleged pedophiles, right? And he came here to Providence, Rhode Island. There was a viral clip of him here in Providence, Rhode Island, of this man allegedly trying to meet this 13-year-old girl, and it went viral. I didn't even know he came here to Providence. I did not know that he came here. People sent me this clip. I'll play behind us.
It's because you're not a predator, bro.
No, because I stopped watching Gideon a while back, but I guess he's back doing this, unless it's an old clip. But I doubt it's an old clip because I would have known when he came out here. But and they said that the lady cop, I guess, is beautiful. Let's see. It has to be Providence.
Thank you.
Well, so can you tell me why you came?
Because the girl seemed genuine.
So here,
you
that's
guys must love doing this shit, right?
so that's the vibe I got, man. That's the vibe I got. If I thought you were a monster, I promise you, there would have been some people here.
I don't want to be. You are. I already know this is gonna go on TikTok, and I have mad friends. So like, come on. She was a setup.
But why did you send her so many penis pictures?
Walk away from me before I call the cops on myself as well. What the fuck,
On
bro? Get
myself
away
as
from me.
Listen.
Get away from me. I'm disabled, okay?
Okay.
So please get the fuck away from me.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, he does give off like he does
Yeah.
have something though.
He does.
He does have something.
He does have something.
I'm not trying to sympathize with no damn predator, but this man definitely has issues because the way he's speaking, you could just tell. God bless him.
Where is that? Mooney?
This is definitely East Side, no? What do you guys think?
So, yeah.
Gotta be East Side.
Arrest me. Like, thank you.
That's East Side. It's looking like a
So-
thing.
He's been chasing me down all day. Okay. I'm going to go speak to my therapist right now about this, regardless.
Why is he holding the phone case like that? What is your therapist gonna do?
I'm gonna go speak to my therapist right now, regardless. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Like,
bro,
what the hell?
But look how he's putting his phone case. Where's his phone?
Wait, why the fuck you got the same phone case?
Yo, what the fuck?
Nah, what the fuck going on?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Is that you?
Nah, nigga, you got the same fucking phone case.
Yeah, it might be my nigga, bro. We might go to the same
shot,
therapist, bro.
It might be the same therapist, bro.
bullshit.
Why are you gonna speak to your therapist? Can you tell him why?
Because sometimes what happens is
She's fine as fuck.
Damn.
Damn.
So you guys have done your investigation, but we also
Who is that?
Things can be forged, and I'm not saying that that's not the case, but everybody has the right to prove themselves.
All I'm asking
You
is
get what I mean?
All I'm asking is for
you
you to
guys just
arrest
ask him,
me.
and I promise you the truth will come out.
Yo, Why ain't she never pulled me over?
Yo, I need
Damn.
PPSD. I almost said PPSD. PPD. Providence Police Department. Get me her badge number. I beg. What are we talking? Yo, her shit is caking, nigga.
Yo.
She looks Dominican. She definitely.
Hell yeah.
100%.
You know when she takes some glasses off, she's a slut.
No, my God. Only for her man if she chooses to with
Only
consent.
if she chooses to with consent.
God bless.
Yo, you could serve and protect something else.
Yo, where is that? I'm gonna look that up right now. That was what, Mooney?
Yeah, Mooney.
Bro, that's hilarious though. That nigga, bro, he's crazy. He's crazy.
That was wild.
That's wild, bro.
That was wild.
Them following him like that too is crazy, bro. Oh my God, them niggas don't care.
Speaking of Providence, also out here locally in Rhode Island, there was a teacher.
That was off of Atwell's.
Off of Atwell's? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. There's this teacher here locally in Barrington who has now the district. Let me see. The Barrington School Committee has now hired an independent investigator here in Rhode Island to look into a Rhode Island teacher's social media activity because this teacher, who the district has not identified, was placed on an administrative leave Thursday after reportedly expressing no sympathy for Charlie Kirk when Charlie Kirk got killed. In his social media posts, this man, the Barrington School Committee voted in favor of hiring attorney Matthew Oliverio to conduct a thorough and impartial review of the personal matter. The decision comes after Barrington superintendent formally recommended it, stating that the district's legal counsel has worked closely with the teacher and focused through union negotiations. So they're currently, this is a whole situation. They're saying that everyone should allow this man to conduct his investigation without speculation or distraction to see what happened. Dozens of students and teachers and parents took turns addressing the Barrington School Committee Monday evening with some demanding that the educator be fired, and others accused the district of overstepping. Right? Let me see. What did he post? Let me see right here. In an email to the community, alleged social media activity. What was the post? Let me see if I can find the post right here, because it has to be something like, damn, the teachers were the parents were even getting involved.
That's crazy.
In Massachusetts, 2 teachers were also placed on leave over this is happening all over New England. There was 2 more teachers in Massachusetts who got placed on leave for their social media posts about Charlie Kirk when he passed away.
They had a little sign in Cranston today.
A vigil?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they also have had a vigil here in locally in Rhode Island.
I don't understand this at all.
I'm trying to find the post, but continue.
Because my thing is, like, I get people have had a negative, reaction to him, but to go out of your way to do like a memorial and like to punish people for saying things about him, this nigga might have been more popular than we thought.
I'm telling you.
Like, it might be more popular than, like, I think even the political scientists understand. This nigga might have had a lot of closeted fan bases, which is crazy because, like, I've heard him debate. Him, Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder, they debate some of the lowest denominator of people you could think of, because that's their goal, is to like just debate people who have very low information about a situation. It's like the least qualified group of people you could ever meet. And they do that so they can just shit on you and grandstand you. And whenever these people have ever gotten into a debate with someone who actually knows what they're talking about, they get cooked. They don't debate professors. They don't debate experts. So for him to have this many supporters, what the hell have these niggas been watching?
What we're gonna do moving forward with the
Yes,
topics
ma'am.
that we have.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You can move forward
So
with me.
good we
guy
had to see
moans.
it again.
This guy, you guys are crazy.
Oh.
This guy moaned.
Oh my God, bro.
I'm trying to find. I added the link of the video. I found it. So this is
Arrest me.
Yes.
crazy. This is what the teacher says on YouTube. I think Go Local posted it on YouTube. There's a video, bro, that this guy posted, the Barrington teacher, when he was talking about Charlie Kirk. I thought it was just like a couple words. It's a whole video. Let's see right here. Child teacher. Damn, why is it not opening? I have it on here. Let me just play it from here. It's better than nothing. So, it's a 1 minute video too. 50 seconds basically. That's what this man says. Wait, is it right there? Yeah, it's right here. Let's go. I have his name here.
I have about as much sympathy for Charlie Kirk right now as
Yeah, for a quick second, I thought it was the guy from Key and Peele.
Across the country who want.
What do you say, farmers? Wait.
For Charlie Kirk right now, as they do for all those farmers across the country who want socialist handouts from the government right now. This is a man who hated the LGBTQ community, who hated women's rights, who hated democracy, who thought that he was a big man because he went to college campuses and debated young college students and thought he proved how tough he was with his words that he studied ahead of time.
He's so sassy.
Garbage.
He's so sassy.
This is what happens. I'm curious if we're going to want to take guns away now from who will inevitably be the white man who shot and killed him. Bye, Charlie.
He is so sassy, bro.
I'll say this much: that video definitely was extra, though. He was
That
like,
was elite
"Bye, Charlie."
sass.
He was like, "Bye, Charlie."
That was elite sass.
Now,
what school is he from?
That's the Barrington teacher.
Ooh.
His name is Benjamin Philo.
He looks like he's from Barrington.
Yo, I'm telling
you, Benjamin Philo.
I remember last election, the last statewide election we had in Rhode Island, there were a lot more red votes. And I remember talking about this in a bar with a bunch of politicians. And I'm like, yo, y'all are in trouble. Republicans are gaining traction in blue states.
Yeah.
And this is evidence of it.
Perfectly said. This is definitely evidence of that because that's really happening. There was this story that people keep sending me locally. There was a teacher. Let me see right here. A staff member at Lillian Feinstein Elementary School, and an elementary school here in Providence, Rhode Island. There was a staff member that allegedly bit a child. All right, bit a child, and she was arrested.
What?
Yeah.
Why she bit the kid?
I saw that shit. That was here.
Yeah, her name is Yaritza Martinez.
I was in the hood?
Yaritza Martinez.
Oh, no. The mom should have bodied that teacher. What?
She turned herself in September 9th, police said. Her bail was set to $1,000.
Jesus Christ.
And she was ordered to not have any contact with any student. In a letter, blah, 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 the district, let me see. There would be, let me see. I want to make sure I say what actually happened here. According to the report, the student told police that they wanted to paint, but the teacher, Martinez, didn't allow it. So the student threw the paint across the room. Then she allegedly grabbed the child who bit Martinez. In response, Martinez allegedly bit the student back.
What?
And then hit them on the side of their neck.
Oh, my God.
And she left marks on the student.
How old is the student?
So elementary.
That's a true Hispanic woman right there.
Elementary is definitely a child, right? Because it's elementary.
She forgot where she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say the age of the
Her
student.
sibling real quick.
Bro, she got bit and she said,
Yeah, no. She was charged with assault and placed on leave.
Bro.
This is something that has gone viral. People have been saying to cover it. I'll tell you this much: if this was my son, oh man, I'll go
you biting
crazy.
the teacher back?
You beating her ass?
You pulling up and you're going,
Listen,
that white guy.
I'll be like this. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be like, you want? I'll be like, okay, let her have her job back. As long as I can bite the fuck out of her back. Let me bite her one time really hard.
You'd bite the teacher back?
But that sounds sexual. I'm not trying to make it sexual.
Nah, yeah, you said that. You looked at me when you said it.
I'm not trying to make it
Yeah,
sexual.
you said it too.
That sounded crazy. I
That
guess.
sounded insane.
When it sounded better in my head.
You thought you sounded
You said
hard.
really hard too.
But
You
it sounded
really
like you're
hard.
it sounded like you're hard. It sounded like you're hard. You don't sound hard. You sounded like you are hard. That was crazy.
But it is crazy, but it definitely sounds like she was just frustrated and like something that maybe you would do as a parent when you're frustrated.
Yeah, it sounded like she wasn't expecting that to happen. And she just
Yeah.
reacted like she would as a parent.
But you have to be, when you're in these type of professions, your tolerance has to be high. These teachers go through a lot of shit. You have to have high tolerance, especially when you're dealing with children in elementary school at that age.
That's why I stopped doing elementary school.
You cannot fuck with those kids physically. Leave them alone. If
That's-
you're not capable of dealing with them mentally, get another job.
Yeah.
Get another job. Because there's no one's gonna.
Well, I mean, now she has to get another job.
Oh
Yeah.
no, now she has to get a lawyer and another job.
Yeah, you know, it's like
She's at the ACI getting touched.
And if there's video of this, maybe it's like, maybe she was like the student was fucking her up a lot, or like hitting her a lot.
She's getting abused.
Like,
She finally reacted.
Yeah, there could be a history with the specific student, but highlight that with the parent. Call the parents, like, yo, your son, your daughter, they're doing too much. I can't handle this. Like, you got to come in and help out. You bite them, not her biting them. You know.
But I can't lie.
And you leaving physical marks.
Allegedly, when I've told students straight up, do something. They ain't gonna do nothing, bro. She's crazy.
You ain't telling no fucking 6-year-old that though. No, calm the fuck down.
I've told the 9-year-old.
Allegedly.
You gotta tell them straight up. What are you gonna do, bro? What are you gonna do? Like, what are we doing here?
Should you post up on this shit?
These kids be bad though.
No, these kids be bad. We have to stop. These kids.
But
be
she
bad.
can't. But she doesn't need to be biting.
No,
no kid,
you're
though.
not. You can't put your hands on a
You
kid.
can't be biting no kid that's not yours.
But if a kid pull up on you talking crazy, like he gonna press you, do it then.
Don't bite them though. Hit him with a pool noodle, some shit. Hit a kid in the head with a pool noodle really hard.
Yeah, next thing you know, they hit you in your nuts, bro, and then you gotta hit them.
She got no nuts.
Smacking him in the back of the neck is crazy.
Locally, I don't know if you guys have seen it. I keep seeing them everywhere. There's these things called lantern flies. Lantern flies. They're entering and they're swarming in its mating season, and it's increased reports. They have infested. There's an infestation in Rhode Island of these lantern flies. I keep seeing them everywhere. There's larger numbers of these invasive insects, and they've struggled to keep the bugs at bay.
Oh yeah, I saw a couple of them in my house. I stomp them out though.
They say we do have spotted lantern flies in all 5 counties. By far, the worst hit are Providence counties. They're saying the population of the Providence County of these flies has exponentially exploded in the past summer, and it's giving us heartburn right now. That's what they say. The bugs don't pose as a threat to pets or people, but they affect vineyards and orchards. The flies feed off of a wide variety of plants, including grapevines and stone fruit trees and hardwood trees, according to the USDA. There's 2 vineyards in Johnson and Cumberland who have been spotting these flies on the property, and it's become an issue locally. I keep seeing them everywhere. I thought I was going crazy. I'm like, what type of thing is this? You know, but this is really out here. This is a thing. They're saying that it's causing a concern for people here in Rhode Island. The DEM is still encouraging anyone who comes across spotted lantern flies to kill them.
Stomp them out. Told you.
Yeah.
Told you. Stomp them out.
So we are being told by official organizations, we are given permission to kill insects. This is a child's best dream, right? People who, there's people who don't kill flies. Oh my God, it's a fly. Let it live.
Nah,
there's people who love creatures and animals and insects so much they wouldn't even hurt a fly. Literally, like literally.
Bro, I let the spiders in my house live so I can just watch them kill all the flies.
So if you see these lantern flies, stomp them out. The thing is this. Guess what? Whenever I try to stomp one out, bro, it flies away. It's insane. It detects you. Like you're about to approach it, and it goes like that.
I haven't seen one yet.
You guys haven't seen it yet?
Bro, I told you I keep stomping them out of my house.
But you stomped them because they probably don't see you.
How don't they see
they
my
don't hop. You don't see. Are they the same ones? The ones that hop like
yeah,
that?
I just looked up the picture. Yeah.
The ones that be hopping, right?
Yeah,
They be
I
hopping.
stomped the fuck out
Bro,
of
it's
them.
crazy. They hop away from you, bro. Like you go get it, and they hop away from you.
I've never seen one
They're,
before.
they're like very smart. But listen, this is a real problem. So now we have permission to kill them, for sure. Deja was telling me this for a while, but I'm like, Shawty, you bugging. Like, I'm not going to fucking kill these flies. She's like, no, kill them. They're bad for us. But there's an official report now locally that, yeah, they want us to kill them in Rhode Island. So kill the lanternflies. Rhode Island, we're infested.
Start stomping on them.
You could kill them. It's okay. You're allowed to kill them. It's all right. Shout out to David Morales. We had him in the studio. We'll post more about that this week. Shout out to my guy Ty. Shout out to my guy Ty, who has the Mary event, the Mini Entrepreneurs of Rhode Island event, happening September 27th. He wanted me to highlight that. That's a dope event for children, 4 to 16, happening here locally, where your child can be empowered to be a mini entrepreneur. And there's actually mini entrepreneurs. There's kids that young starting businesses already. So shout out to the Mini Entrepreneur of Rhode Island, MERI. And last but not least, we are giving away tickets, guys. We're giving away tickets. For those who don't know, Mariah the Scientist is coming to Providence, Rhode Island. She's coming to India Point Park, right? She's coming to India Point Park. I got that blue fever, burning blue. I feel like I fucked up the song. How does it go?
I don't do those other
Burning blue.
No, it's definitely not that. I'm burning blue. Fever sound like that.
Burning blue for you. Why? I'm forgetting how this shit go. I'm gonna have to play it real quick. Burning blue. I got that blue. Cold as ice till you came near. All right, where's the hook though? Dripping on my wet, I'm all wet. I'm all wet. Okay. Burning blue. We're giving away 3 tickets. R&B in the Park.
We are.
Mariah the Scientist. We're giving away tickets.
Look at us.
She's coming here to India Point Park, Providence. She's coming here September 28th. Mariah the Scientist. Burning blue. 3 tickets. How can you win a ticket? Leave a comment up below and type in burning blue. There's got to be a lot of U's, though. A lot of U's. Burning blue. Leave a comment, but you have to leave that comment after you follow the Club Ambition Podcast Instagram. Follow the Club Ambition Podcast Instagram and also subscribe to Club Ambition on YouTube. Once you do both and you leave a comment, that's the 3rd step, burning blue under the social media post, we're going to announce the winners for this actual giveaway. 3 winners, 3 lucky people are going to win tickets for Mariah the Scientist coming here to Providence, Rhode Island. We're going to announce the winners next week.
So just to clarify, they got to comment on what post?
Comment on this post. If they're watching the post, it's going to be on social media, on Instagram. Comment on this post, on Instagram post. You comment on this post, leave a comment, burning blue. It can't just be burning blue. It's got to be burning blue. A couple U's, right? A couple E's. Also follow Club Ambition Podcast, Instagram, and subscribe to the Club Ambition YouTube channel. You do those steps, you could win a free ticket to go see I Got That Blue Fever, cold at the burning blue. Coming here to Providence, Rhode Island, at the India Point Park, R&B in the Park. It's like a mini festival, mini performance. Shout out to them. They gave us these tickets to give away. Happening here in Providence, so make sure to check it out. Burning Blue, Mariah the Scientist. I got that blue fever, cold as the jug fever. Listen, I don't know her status. She might be single, so you know what I'm saying? Noel might, you know what I'm saying?
That girl's not single.
You think she might not be?
She's still.
I think she's single now.
No, she's not.
I don't know, guys.
It's all good, bro.
He's still rapping
It's all
about
good.
her. He's still rapping.
Gomez had goalies, and you still try to score goals.
That's good. You know what I'm saying?
It don't matter,
I'll try.
We could try Marlon. We could get Marlon up in there. You know what I'm saying?
bro.
I'll tell her straight up.
I let that woman smack me.
You
bro.
didn't deserve that.
Whoa.
No.
What'd you just say?
No, you didn't deserve that.
Nah, you know what Marlon said?
What he said?
I'll let that woman smack me. Nah,
What?
this guy
yeah.
went crazy.
Yeah.
While she's on top.
Burning blue.
Y'all don't want to hear the song she'll sing about me if I get that. Oh my God. I'll give that girl so much content.
God bless. God bless.
Yeah.
Wish her and Thugger the best. But But yeah, there we have it. Giving away some tickets. 3 tickets, guys. 3 tickets, 3 lucky winners next week. Announced here on the podcast. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Rhode Island's the world. And that's Cap. Y'all be safe. Be smooth. God bless y'all. Amen.